massive and crew, them a move. So we trap it, so we do it. This a rhythm, I lock down the street. So we chop it, so we do it. This a when I come feel lock down the street. Alright, so we chop it, so we do it. Lock down and we a lock down the street. So we chop it, so we do it. This a when I come feel lock down the street. All I'm full of they go play back again. And everybody say yeah. All I'm full of they go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of they go play back again. And everybody say yeah. All I'm full of they go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of they go play back again. And everybody say yeah. All I'm full of they go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of they go play back again. And everybody say yeah. All I'm full of they go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. So we do it. This a rhythm, I lock down the street. So we chop it, so we do it. This a when you come feel lock down the street. Alright, so we chop it, so we do it. Land down and we a lock down the street. So we chop it, so we do it. This a when you come feel lock down the street. All I'm full of they go play back again. And everybody say yeah. All I'm full of they go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of they go play back again. And everybody say yeah. All I'm full of they go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of they go play back again. And everybody say yeah. All I'm full of they go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of they go play back again. And everybody say yeah. All I'm full of they go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune.
All right, now you can probably hear me. Welcome to the Flight Sim Broadcasting Network. My name is Jason, and we are getting going here at Salt Lake International Airport. Before we start, I got to get a 5x5. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July week. We're just kind of getting over that right now, and we're doing actually another proving flight here in Coastal. It seems like we just do proving flights from now on, and that'll start settling down here. We're almost done with our fleet. This is probably the last aircraft actually in the fleet before we're done, before we start hiring. We just hired 2 new pilots this week. Well, I think last week we hired 1. Today we just hired 1, so congratulations, Tim, for coming on board. Welcome aboard. There he is. Pops is in the house. Skinny Pizza, how are you? SS Aviation checking in. Tim, how's it going? Good job. Congratulations on that. And Taylor, he got in too. I think he got in last week though. So congratulations on that. We're hiring another 4 or 5 pilots, and then we're stopping the hiring process for the summer. And we won't hire again until the winter time. And then we'll see how these cadets do. So, good deal. How's everybody doing? snotty weather out west tonight looks. Yeah, we're going to get into that. So first thing is first. PACSIM, when I was at FS Expo 2 weeks ago, they came up to me, and we knew each other kind of from a long time ago from Angle of Attack. And he said, hey, I got new scenery coming out, Salt Lake. Let me, I was like, yeah, let's check it out. We'll showcase this thing. So I'm actually going to take you through my routine when I get to Salt Lake International Airport. And I fly out of this airport a lot, so I know exactly what it's supposed to look like all the time. And matter of fact, I just landed here 2 weeks ago. I'm actually taking off again in a few weeks from Salt Lake. So here we go. Now, there's a couple of things. Hey, chat, how's it going? Gaming with socks. 2 socks. Tim says, thanks, man. Congratulations, Taylor. That's right. We're going to take you through this and what it's supposed to look like and kind of get you through the routine. Now, we're here at the parking area of the airport. There's a couple of things you could do. You could park here, you could take a bus, and the bus takes you to the terminal. It's about a 20-minute ride to the terminal. I don't want to jump on a bus for 20 minutes. No thank you. So I'd rather walk 20 minutes, and that's exactly what I do. I park my car here. It's about Alpha 34 area. I'm just giving away my secret now. And I would walk, and I'm going to slow this down. It's a little fast, so let's go ahead and slow the walking speed down. Just a little slow. We're going to actually take our time here before we get in the aircraft and stuff like that. So I am going to slow the drone speed down just a little bit, about an 8. Let's see how that's about good. All right, so what I'll do is I'll park my car here in Alpha 34, and then I start walking. Okay, I'm going to cross this, and there's a sidewalk here. This is construction. Now, all that you see here is real. This is all here. This right here is all construction trailers. They're rebuilding this airport. If you lived in a cave, the old Salt Lake's gone, right? It's a $2 billion project. Okay, so they've redone this entire thing. And we're going to walk down here. I heard XP talking about the brown, and I'm going to talk about why the brown is there. Now, not just that I know the airport, but I'll tell you what, when it was getting built and through the construction of this airport, I was actually in it, taking tours, going through the construction process of this airport. And it's amazing what's here. So we're coming up here. I'll walk over here. Across this is a street, and I'll cross the street. Now, you probably see me on a live stream when I was doing on Instagram, on a live Instagram feed. This is where I was. Okay, so you walk through here, and then there's going to be a little entrance area right around, I believe it's going to be, I don't know if it's modeled, probably not modeled this accurate over here in the parking garage, but it's right here. You wouldn't walk through this wall, but there's a walkway here, and this is all, what you see here is all rental. This is all rental car area. So you go through the rental car area, you're going to walk through this, and then in about the rental car area, it's probably right over here. You can't see it because this is obviously not modeled, because of why would he model that. You'd come up here and then you go upstairs in an escalator. So we're going to take an escalator up the stairs. Okay, now through here, I gotta see where we are. This is another parking garage. We're going to go up a couple of flights, I believe, though. Yeah, I got to zoom over back. Hang on. There's our aircraft. But I want to get you there. I want to show you kind of the routine, and we'll show you inside the airport. Anyway, you come up through the stairs. So we walked from the outside here. You can't see where I'm pointing, but you come. There it is. There's the walkway. So it spits you out about. And I got to make sure I hit the right button this time, folks. Nah, I didn't do it again. All right, let's see if we can get through this. I don't know why it's doing this. Yeah, reset it one more time. Got to hit the right numbers. Scott, what's up? Looks like you're chilling in the parking area. Yeah. Please tell us you're not going to demo the Trek from Terminal A to B. I am going to demo it, Scott. But we're going to demo. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, that's a long walk." I like it. I enjoy it. But I'm just flying for me, right? So anyway, you come up the escalators, you come through this area here, and there's a walkway right here, if I can get us there. And this is a people walker. I hate these buttons. Alright, we're going to walk through here. This is a people walk area. Okay, so we're going to walk through here. There we go. We're going to go check in now. So you could take this, and this is the check-in. So you have all your security right through this area. You have, shops and stuff through this area. And then security is going to be right around this corner. And we're going to go through security. And their security system is fantastic at this airport. It used to be slow. They get you right through really quick. It's amazing how efficient it is now. They don't, by the way, they don't open the gates until 3:30 in the morning. I learned that the hard way. This is the atrium. This is where I was actually getting built. So you can see this is all modeled really nicely in here. This area is pretty unique to Salt Lake International Airport. This is actually a waiting area for families. Salt Lake is very unique in that the local church here, the LDS Church, sends missionaries out for 2 years, and missionaries come back here, and there's a ton of families with signs, welcome home, elder, whatever, or sister, whatever, because they're young. These kids are like 18, 19 years old when they go on missions, and tons of family. And I'm talking about like a Utah family. They have like 6 kids average. It's insane the amount of kids the Salt Lake has, the families in Utah have. It's a very family-oriented place. So this is actually very real and modeled exactly how it looks inside the main atrium. Once you get in here, you've got the Starbucks. You have all of these companies. And what I did is when I usually get to the airport early, I'll actually sit in this lounge chair right here and just hang out. Just sleep, watch airplanes. That's kind of what I do here. Now, this is all accurate. This is going to be the Alpha gates on both sides. Delta runs this town. Delta runs it all. So Delta runs the entire Salt Lake pretty much. It's one of their hubs. The Alpha gates is all Delta Airlines. So we're not at a Delta Coastal or on Bravo, so we have to go to the Bravo gates. Now, we would shoot down this way for the Bravo gates. You don't want to go down this way. That would be the wrong way to go. So we're actually going to go down this way. The only thing I did not see is the best restaurant ever. And I got to talk to the dev about it and say, where is it? It's called Cafe Rio. It's a big thing. If you're ever here in Salt Lake City, they do have a Cafe Rio. It's in the A gates, and you got to check it out. Probably the best food. Tex-Mex, if you like Tex-Mex, this side of the Mississippi. It's just, I'm telling you, it's fantastic. I could eat that ask my wife, I could eat that every day. And she's like, oh, again? I am definitely like that. They have a Lego store in the Alpha gates. Really cool. So I bought my son Legos before I got home. This, like Scott was saying, you're not going to model that, are you? So we go down all the way down there for A gates. To get to the B gates, you got to walk downstairs. Now, this is interesting. We're going to walk down the B gates here. There's not a brick wall, but obviously he had to model it like that. We're going to walk through this wall, and we're going to go underneath the tarmac. Now, you can't. It's going to model this. We would be underneath the tarmac. We would walk across there. Sorry, Delta. We're going to walk that. We're live, by the way. So we would walk underneath. That's a big jet. We'd walk underneath and we'd pop out somewhere right around there. We weren't very far from where we were before. So you pop out here. Now, what's interesting about that area underneath the apron is this airport is going to look like Atlanta when it's over. So they're going to keep spreading north. So right now there's a control tower. That's all going to go away, folks. They're going to go and redo this whole entire thing and keep constructing north. They're going to keep pushing north. There's probably going to be about 3 or 4 terminals that keep going north. And eventually they'll put a monorail line underneath where that walkway is. I know a lot of people complain, oh, it's a long walk. And it is a long walk. You got to be prepared to get to this airport at least 2 hours before scheduled, or else, guess what? You're not going to make your flight. This is all modeled exactly how the Bs look. B gates look like this. Southwest is in here. Delta a little bit. You have Frontier. Other airlines that run here are in this side of the terminal. We're going to go ahead to B22, which is all the way down this thing. And we're going to zip on down here. But the scenery, folks, is beautiful. If you did not get this airport yet, you are missing out. It is absolutely fantastic. And for coastal airway pilots, this is going to be a hub of ours eventually. So you're going to want this airport. And then right here is like Delta connection stuff. This is where their CRJs are and stuff like that. Our gate is like right here on B22. We're going to try to get there. There it is. There's our Chariot. We are in the 737-800 today, folks. Let's go ahead and take a picture of that beauty if I can get a good shot. Somebody said, and then we'll go down to the gate here on B22. I'm using a Southwest gate today, but I don't care. All right, let's go down the terminal, go down the jetway, and we're going to get inside our Chariot and get this thing fired up. How's that? We're in an 800. We're flying to Portland. And hopefully that was fun for you. And hopefully you enjoyed that. Now, something interesting about the terminal. You can see how this is tan. Like all this right here is like this brown. And people are like, ooh, what's this copper color doing here? They did this because of the southern Utah rocks. And I know this because I talked to the actual architect builder of this thing when I was doing a tour. They did it for the southern Utah rocks. We have a lot of desert in southern Utah, beautiful alpine forest, northern Utah. So they kind of wanted to bring some of the southern Utah feel into the airport. That's why it's this color. It's this copper color. We mine a lot of copper here too. So that's what this is. Anyway, so if you see that now, you know why it's this color. It's not just ugly. It's for a reason. All right, let me get to your comments. What do we got here? Scott, yes. He says they left out the nifty sculpture at the entrance that my kids are always trying to climb. Curtis, how are you? Good evening. The best Tex-Mex this side of the Mississippi. The state of Texas has entered the chat. Hey, Jason, it's good to see you. Delta Sim pilot, how's it going? Yeah, it's fun. It's a real fun airport, especially when it's like this and it's modeled excellent and the performance is great. And I'm gonna have to change my clock now because I don't know how much time I spent doing that with you. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to turn the clocks back, and we're just gonna turn the clocks back to when I would get here. I would get here about this is gonna be a 7:30 push, so I'll probably be arriving about 6:30ish. I would probably arrive. So it gives us an hour to turn this thing. And I wanted to give you a good look at the scenery. So if you're wondering, should I buy it? The answer is yes. And then I'm talking to the dev too. I met him at FS Expo and he's like, yeah, we're going to be updating this because construction is ongoing. They're going to go to the north and it's going to be updating as the years go by. So that's pretty cool. What do you got here? Can I buy your, I think you're saying, can I buy your captain's hat? I don't sell the hats. This hat was custom made. I do have the badges. So the pilot wings are for coastal pilots, and that is for coastal pilots as well. If you want to buy them, you can. So you become a pilot of ours, and you go through training. You can buy whatever you want, and that's the cool part. So the answer to that is yes. Okay, we're going to get into this. Hang on, I'm going to lock my chair because I keep going backwards. All right, there we go. Now my eye, if you see my eye, it's all swollen. It's actually much better than it was on Monday. I went camping over the weekend, took a dive in Bear Lake, and 2 days later, my eye's swollen awful. So I went to the eye doctor. I'm like, what's going on with this thing? This ain't right. And he's like, nope, you picked something up. So I've been doing eye drops. It looks like he said it's like a little sty. So I've been working on it for the last week or so. Anyway, since I got home from Bear Lake, I was like, what in the world? All right, so let's do this first. Battery switch is coming on. We're going to do coastal flows. All right, so we get those battery switch on first. I'm going to turn up my volume here. We're going to be pushing back on time. We want an on-time departure. It's just me today. So fuel pumps are off. You want to make sure that's good. We've got hydraulic. Oh, let me do something for you here so you can see my panel. There you go. Hydraulic pumps, we're going to take a look at those. Those are off. The electrical pumps off. Air conditioning panel, just want to make sure it's good to go. So we've got those are on auto. We'll throw that to open. Those are off. That's on. Trim air is on. Everything else is good. It's going to be hot today, so I will turn these to cooler and we'll get going on the, what's the temperature going to be and all that good fun stuff for you. Once that's done over there, we're going to drop down to the landing gear, make sure the landing gear is down, and we do have 3 green. All right. Now, once that's done, we're going to go back to the AC meter and just check the AC portion of it up here. You can see this is our DC volts. We're at 400 and 116. That's perfect, right in range. That's where we need to be. Ground power, is it available and on? It is. So we're going to kind of throw this and connect it to the airplane. Now we have external power on the airplane. So now the AC system is charging the batteries again and all that good stuff. All right, then we're going to ground power switch through that. We're going to go to the overhead, the overheat. We're going to, first thing we do is check this. Now this is, like I said, this is a coastal airway flow. This is what our pilots study when they do their testing. Wheel well 1, 2, 3. Take a look up here. Cancel, cancel. That's good. And then the last thing we want to do is check our cargo while we're sitting here. That is good. Okay, so those tests are done. I don't remember if this airplane has MMR. I think it does. APU switch, we don't need it. We're going to keep the APU off because we don't want to burn that fuel. That's a lot of money that we want to keep inside the aircraft. All right, we're going to go ahead and throw these to alignment. We're going to go right to through align nav, on DC, on DC. You should see a line come up and a line come up. Now what we're going to do is check the electrical loads and make sure it's good. We got ground power 10402, 115, 24 volts, and everything else is looking normal. Ground power is good. Standby, we'll check. Yes, that's perfect. If you want to test the inverter, you could. We can do that. There we go. Everything is looking good, folks, on the electrical side. Emergency exit lights coming right here. We're going to throw those to the on position. Environmental controls are set. Now, when I do that, I'm actually going to go ahead and pull up this. Go to our menu page. We're going to go here, panel state load. No, we're going to look at our ground services and make sure that the air conditioning unit, we're going to request it now. I want it pulled up to the jet so we can get some airflow in here, even though it's not going to be a lot. Okay, once that's done, we're going to jump into the FMC. We're going to go FMC here, make sure we're in an 800 AIRAC cycle, 2306, June 15th, July 13th. We've got a few more days before the Navgraph releases one. Position in it, we'll come over here and we're going to go Kilo, Salt Lake City, SLC. And we're just going to enter that. And then we're going to put in gate Bravo 22. And we're going to drop that in there. Some airports are modeled, some airports aren't. And you can see this is exactly a match. I know that as I'm looking at the chart, so we're good to go. We're just going to throw that in there. And that's all you do now. You don't start programming the FMC, folks. If you're new and you're looking at our flows, you don't start doing that yet. That comes in a minute. Park and brake, set. Make sure it's set. Lights are on. We're good there. Wheel well and fire warning. We've checked it. You would check it if you had the APU off. So you do a fire test once with the APU off. You start the APU, you do another fire test to check the wheel well. We don't need to because we had AC power on the aircraft. And the last thing we're going to do is throw the lights on, and we'll take a walk outside the aircraft, and we'll do our walk around really quick while we're here. How's that? All my lights are on. Let's go ahead and walk outside and check this puppy out. John, what is going on, my friend? I think, John, aren't you flying tonight? John, I think, is flying a big, long flight. He's going from Orlando to Salt Lake City in the MD-80. That's going to be fun. They're playing Real Salt Lake. We're doing MLS charters. for the MD-80. That's our summer crew, essentially. That's what they're doing. Check your static ports. They look good. Obviously, your antenna, the lights are on. They look great. Let's take a look at the engine. We stick our head in here to make sure the engine's looking good as well, and it is. We're going to come over here. Looks like American just pushed. I like that. Beautiful looking livery, isn't it, folks? Strobe light looking good. Fly, coastalairways.com. By the way, you got to check out our website. A couple things. Flycoastalairways.com. If you're interested in joining us, please do so. You need a minimum of 200 hours on VATSIM, and you got to be willing to work. I think a lot of our pilots are starting to realize that now. Like, oh shoot, wait a minute. This is not a sign up and fly kind of deal. I actually have to study. And that is true. That is very true. But we have really cool stuff going on. A couple FOs coming in here. This is the outflow valve. We want to make sure that's open. We got a good seal on the door. And obviously our horizontal stabilizer looks good. I'm headed your way. You'll probably be close to Portland by the time I arrive. Well, John, maybe we can hook up on the company Vox later when I get to cruise. You and I can have a chat and see how you're doing. A couple of things that's really cool about this, these new hires coming in. Folks, we have bidding every month, and the new hires bid. If the new hires bid the same as a captain, they could be paired for a shared cockpit. So that's what we're going to do. So if I bid a line and some FO bids the same line, we're going to be paired for that trip, which is cool. And you know, we both have shared cockpit opportunities at that point. And look at that airplane. It's a 700 sitting there. Strobe lights look good. This airport's beautiful. And I like this. It's kind of a focus city for us right now. Eventually it will be a hub. It's just a focus city. We've got a few flights kind of come in and out of here. And that's it. The airplane looks good. Let's jump back in, at least on the outside. And now our flow. This is turn everything off. Our originator flow is done. So that flow is done. Let's go get the ATIS and everything else. I've already wrote it down. Let's do this. I'm flying over Shreveport, Louisiana. Good. Maxwell, how are you? I think Portland Airport need to be updated. I know Southwest Parks have the new E gates at Portland. Yes. Gray Aviation, how are you? Yeah, I've offended all Texans. I do apologize. Looks like we've got Salt Lake Tower online too. All right, I'm writing down Salt Lake, the weather in Salt Lake, 320 at 11, 10 statute miles, few clouds at 9,000, scattered at 17, temperature 36, 2.02, altimeter 2982. Looks like we're going to be taking the 3-4s today. So it's either 3-4 right, 3-4 left. Don't know, but I know it's the 3-4s. I just don't know what runway it's going to be. So once we get the ATIS, let's go and get our clearance. What's your clearance? We've got PDC that come through. Our pre-departure clearance, they said Riptide 76 departure, Salt Lake. Cruise altitude, I requested 38,000 feet. Route is Seagull 1, the TF. So we're going to go ahead and put that in to make sure that it works with our paperwork. So I'm going to pull up our paperwork and we'll show you what we've got. Let me show you my paperwork so I can read it off and we can see it too. All right, this is our route. We're going to go right through here. We've got the Seagull 1, and you guys, I'm not looking at this screen, I'm looking at that screen. So you tell me if it's right. Seagull 1, heck are we? Seagull 1, TWF, ACHAIL, IMB, JOBA, Hood 4. It looks like it's the same. So all that's good. That's good to go. Clearance, departure instruction, maintain 10,000. Jets must maintain 230 knots until advised. So we're looking at 230 knots, 10,000 feet until advised, okay? Jets must maintain 230 until advised. Departure frequency 128.1. Beacon is going to be 4137. 4137 remarks expect closest active runway for departure may change Do not reply unless you have questions. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That's pretty simple for us, right? Good stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. We're parked on the B gates, B22, probably 3-4 left. I'm assuming they're not going to have us taxi to 3-4 right. So I'm thinking it's going to be 3-4 left, folks. Okay. I'm good with all that. I hope you are too. Let's go to the route. We will plug in the VTP here in just a minute. So we're going to go Salt Lake City to Portland, Oregon, PDX. And this is expensive. This airport to operate out of sucks. It's expensive. But if we're filling up an 800, we have 161 people today. So we might make money on this route. I don't know. Oh, I didn't want to activate. Let's go to departure. 3-4 left it is. That might change. Seagull 1 to the TWF. And then our arrival is going to be the Hood 4. What the heck? 28. Ooh, that's going to be a fun approach for you, folks. So stand by for that. Hopefully you hang out here. Looks like we go Jatba. Transition route. We're going to click that. Now we'll execute the thing, and let's go to performance. Now, when we do this, we're going to call over here. Let's call the catering trucks. Let's get this thing provisioned. We're going to request our catering service.
Catering vehicles are on their way.
All right, good deal. By the way, we're going to go our payload, and we're going to put. It should be empty. I don't know why. Let's go to our payload. I'm going to empty the thing. Okay, and we'll go back to ground services. Let's take a look at the time. Yep, I want to start boarding right now, so I know we're a little early to board. So let's request the fuel truck first. First thing we do is request the fuel truck. We're going to put in 17,200 pounds of fuel. So that's my request, 17.2. By the way, we might have a dispatcher coming on board as well at Coastal. Be a live dispatcher. Pretty sweet. Again, another cool little perk that might be coming to the Coastal Airways Operations Department is a dispatcher. If you want to dispatch for welcome. You gotta apply and all that good stuff, but you probably could. All right, we got that done. We're gonna have the fuel coming. We've got catering vehicles are on their way. Here they are. Here's our fueler. Fueler's coming. I'll request the fuel as well. So we're going to go ahead and GSX this thing and say request refueling. All right, there's GSX. I'm going to load us up with the aircraft, get us provisioned out of here. We're not going to start fueling just yet. I wrote down my numbers. We're looking at 8484.4 in the center, and that should do it. Okay, once we start getting the fuel going, we will go ahead and kind of look at the VTP kind of boarding. The door's just open, I'm sure of it. Yep, there they go. I'll get VTP rolling. And folks, something really cool we just ordered is we're getting a new sim. A new sim pit coming. So this is all going to change. Hopefully by next week, our next stream next week, you're going to see a completely different setup, at least on the backside. We're getting a new chair, just a nice sim pit. We'll hopefully showcase that for you here shortly. I'm going to go ahead and start refueling. We'll start pumping the gas. And while it's doing that, I'm going to actually go ahead and look at our VTP. I'll do this with you. I normally do it on my iPad just because it's a little easier for me. So we'll pick Salt Lake Center. We're going to go 3-4 left. Full. The conditions are dry. It's beautiful up here. Optimum. I'll probably take 20. Yeah, we're going to take 26,000 max. Flaps are 5. I'm going to force that. Auto off. Anti-ice is off, and the IC is off as well. 152.9. We're estimating for a takeoff weight, and our CG is going to be right around 16. I'm assuming right there. Let's click the calculate button. And let's see what we come up with. All right, we got a flaps 5 departure, so I'm going to write that in here with you. Okay, so we're going to go flaps 5. We've got trim about 6.5. Cell temp coming in at 39 degrees. 143, 134, oh, excuse me, 134, that ain't right. 143. VR is 145. V2 is going to be 149. All right, that's good. If we do have an engine failure, we're going to maintain 344, 25 nautical miles, and hold. Basically, straight north. We'll hold, probably fly to Ogden area, and then we'll hold 344 inbound right, or out above MFRA, accelerate, and retract flaps on schedule. Remember, our speed restrictions were at 230 knots to 10,000, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I'll dial all that in right now. Our zero fuel weight is going to be 136.2. I'm estimating this. 136.2 on the zero fuel weight. We're going to plan fuel with 17,000 pounds when we take off by the time we're burning it all. Reserves at 5. Cost index is 30. Now, I wanted to climb a little higher. 360 is probably what I'm going to shoot for. And I'm going to say, hey, just a little amendment on the altitude. Could we get 360? What exotic vacation are you thinking? Are you taking the missus on to get her, let you get away with that? That's exactly right. You're right, Scott. You are right. I just lucked out. I'm trying to work on, I'll tell you what I'm really trying to work on. I'm going to try to build a full 737 simulator in the house. So I'm working on that right now. I'm working on getting a huge shell in here, just a full-size 737. That's a dream of mine, but so this is like the next step, right? So this kind of gets us there. It's like, okay, we got a new chair, a new setup. We're keeping the computer. Nothing's changed on the PC. It's just the hardware setup is going to be a little bit different. And hopefully I could show you guys next week as it gets delivered. Hopefully by next week. All right, cruise altitude. Where are our winds here? We got 253 at 29, so that's a good thing about flying in the summer, folks, is it's kind of calmer. The jet stream is not so violent, which is nice. Negative 37, it's nice and warm up there. At altitude, we'll go ahead and execute. And one limit, we're going to do the, what do we say on the assumed? What was it, 39 degrees on the assumed. Throw that in there. Good.
Fuel truck is in position.
Good. Flap 5. Now leave the CG alone. Won't touch that.
Please use your airplane fuel system
yeah,
to set
I
the
am.
desired fuel quantity.
I'm feeling it up already, Tiger. All right. PACS, we're going to go 161 on the passengers. We're going to throw them in there. We'll start the boarding process. They'll start getting on the airplane. While they do that, I'm going to start up PACX. Hey, so when you get kicked out of the room, I have a room for you to stay at. Well, I already got approved. It's been approved by the CEO already, so I've got approval, which was nice. Scott's hilarious. All right, flight time. I show about an hour and 50 minutes. Not going to be like that long. I think it's about 2 hours when we're there. A little shorter than 2 hours. We're probably going to be pushing back here in about 40, give or take, something like that. I'm doing PACX. Aircraft is Wi-Fi equipped. We're going to go 161 passengers today, so we're a little on the light side for an 800, but I expect not a full boat because Delta flies their 900s to this destination. They fly from here, so I have competition with Delta, with Spirit. So this is going to be a little competitive for us in terms of we got to stay competitive on this route, which means we got to try to save as much fuel as possible on this route to make sure we make money, or else I'm not going to fly the route anymore. So we got to take all that into consideration here at Coastal. All right, payload. What do we got? 51, 52, 72, 64. That is a lot of bags. It's a lot of cargo. 51, 52 is just in bags. So we're going to try to stuff the front. 51, 52. We'll stuff all that right there. And the aft's going to be 72, 64. That is a lot. That is a lot of cargo we're putting in the back here. Let's see how this goes. We'll check it out. We'll go from there. How's that? Nate, what's up? Didn't even see you, Nate. How you doing, buddy? Okay, I'm just making sure I caught up on all the comments. All right, we got 143, 45. We're only a knot difference, so that's fine. 149 is perfect. Hold on to CG, and now we're boarding on PACX. We're boarding on this. We've got our clearance. Now let's go ahead and start the jet in terms of we're going to start doing our flight deck prep. And this is single pilot ops, so we're going to do flight deck prep up on top. This is kind of the captain's flight deck prep, but this is going to be both kind of in each other because I'm only single today. So EECs are on. Dome, I'm going to turn the dome light off. We don't need that on. Flight recorder, come and test. We'll check the Mach speed. Stall warnings coming up. 3 green, PSEU light is off. Dropping on down here. Yaw amper coming on, 5 capped. 1, 2, that's 4, 5, no lights, that's good. Navigation, normal, normal, normal. Displays are auto and normal. Cross feeds open, light is off. That means valve's open. Close it again, and the valve is closed. Coming over to pressure, we're going to throw 1 pump on. I think we're still getting fuel. Nope, we're fueled up, ready to go. So I can go ahead and turn the seatbelt sign to the on position, which I will right now. And IFEs are coming on, sorry. Alright, battery, ground power. We're good on there. Seatbelt signs, I think it's that one. There we go. Window heat coming on, all 4. Probe heat check. Now, make sure the lights are off. We'll go ahead and actually test these. So we're going to go ahead. All 4 coming on. We'll drive it to overheat. Throw them off again. Put them back on. That's how you do a window heat test. All right. Coming back up here over top. We'll check our wing anti-ice and our engine anti-ice. The wing anti-ice open. The valve open is good. The engines will not open. Does anybody know why this valve will not open? It's right now it's closed. Even though this is a bright blue light, which means that the valve is closed. It's in disagreement from what the switch says. Does anybody know why that is? We've got plenty of time. I'm not going to turn on the pumps because I don't want to burn the pumps out. So that's kind of be a deferred thing. Same with the fuel. Right before, ooh, look at how hot this thing is. Man, oh man, oh man. Give me some air here. And we do have external air. I'll make sure I can check that. Just look at that. We're climbing into the 80s right now in the cabin. So that's going to give me pause to make sure we do have the air conditioning unit on. It is. It's just hot here in Salt Lake, folks. There's nothing I can tell you. It's just hot. I'm going to try to get to 30, what did I say, 36,000. Landing altitude is going to be pushing right around, I don't know. Let me take a look at that. 31 feet. It's really pretty low. It's like the Columbia River right there. Engine starter is going to be on the right side on this airplane. And let's go ahead and dive into this. Okay, traffic is on. That looks good. We're going to go ahead and turn the terrain feature on because we are surrounded by mountains. Goal 1. Let's get this program, then I'll do a briefing with you. Looks like covered a goal. We're going to climb to 10,000 feet. That's in there. 230 on the speed. We're going to do 149. Our V2 speed, you want to plug that in there. 149. Flight director is on my side. As well on that side. Auto throttle arm, doesn't matter about that. Everything's good on that side. Coming down here, auto brake is on RTO. Now, guess what I forgot? I always forget this dang thing. It's this thing. That's early in the flow, and I forgot. So sometimes I even forget this crap. It's just, we try to get that early in the flow so you're not stuck with a burnout light trying to mess with an MEL. You know, right before pushback. That's why we kind of got to try to get that early, and that's just a bummer. That looks good. Trim's coming in. Testing 1, testing 2. Let's get our radio stack ready. Cody says they're pneumatically operated valves. That is exactly right. What is going on with comments? Shelton, how are you? Good evening, Captain. Just arrived in time for this flight. Yep, thanks for welcome aboard, man. Nate, hey Cody, I'm all right. It's been a week for the books. Yes. Coastal Crew. What's happening, Coastal Crew? Cody, how you doing, man? Cody had a long flight in a Piper Arrow, I think. It was like how many bazillion miles you had in an Arrow. Nate says, I do not. This is just not my formal coastal account. Oh, okay. Do you have a snake? No. Okay. Pop said, okay, well, I do have a snake. It's a rainbow boa. Those are cool. Here we go. I can't answer that. That would be cheating. Nice. Cody is correct, though. They're pneumatically operated. That's why those valves are going to be stuck closed, because you need pressure to push them open. I've been working on the trains too. I've added another line with the bridge. I'm just putting the final touches on the layout. That's cool. Okay, let's go ahead and plug in the frequency. And I don't know if this has the new one or not. Nate, can you confirm that this aircraft, this is 802, that 802 has the, I think it's 802, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know if 802 has the MMR, the new ones. I can't. I don't know. I don't have time right now. Look, I might. Salt Lake Tower is going to be 119.05. 119.05. I'll plug that in here. 119.05. Anyway, I hope your 4th of July was good. Mine was good, except for one of my next door neighbors got burned by one of our fireworks, unfortunately, which is kind of a bummer. You're going to hear a lot of chatter. Looks like they're pretty saturated.
2345, short
128.1.
3 with Delta 8 taxi.
128.1.
United 23, standby.
Okay, there we go.
1968, contact departure 128.1.
Let's plug
Over
in
to
the
departure 128.1. Thank you, Southwest 1968.
All right, 4137.
Target in the United 5805, ILS 34 left.
United 58.
Okay, that's set 4137. That's set.
Runway 34 left, clear to land. Number
Rudder
2, behind
737.
Clear to land 34 left.
I am going to shut this off.
5805.
I'm just gonna shut the Vox off for a minute just to get us through this process. We're at 7:01. If we can get the passengers on the airplane quicker, we're just gonna do a push quicker than that. How's that? All right, we still got a lot of work to do. We're not done. We're not even close to being done. We're gonna actually do a briefing right now. If we're ever sitting there twiddling our thumbs, something's wrong on an airplane. You want to be busy. You always want to say, okay, how do we maximize our time here? I don't want to sit here and take a delay when we could be doing and planning and doing something else. That's what makes us good pilots, right? So let's plan the route. We've got a route here. This is our route. Let's take a look at the overview of the weather. This is our Navigraph charts. We're going to do the weather overlay and find out where the heck that radar, where are those cells hiding for us. We had some cells here. You can see kind of they're scattered out the route here. It looks like we'll cut right through the valley. We won't get into any crap until we get to this Boise area, it looks like, Idaho area. We'll try to just north of maybe southern Idaho. Just south of Boise. We'll take a look at this, and best thing we could do with this is look at our actual convective cloud tops and see what they're going to do to us. Right now at 00 Zulu, I've got 02 Zulu, so I'm going to push this to about 02 and see where the heck we are. This is about 0. So you can see the convective tops are not really there. They're not. Let's take a look at the reflectivity. There's some punch in these, so these cells we got to watch. Looks like we'll cut right through it though. That one cell over ACL I'm not too concerned about. Let's take a look at the turbulent layers. That's at 22,000, so you know the climb's going to be pretty nasty. When we get to 38,000, we don't get any. It's just going to be, the higher is going to be better. 38,000, we're still going to be in the bumps. We're going to be in the bumps at 34. We're going to be in the bumps at 30, 22. You can see how we're going to just be in the turbulence. It's light turbulence, but still, it's still going to be bumpy all the way up, folks. That's just how it goes. All right. So that's kind of the weather here. You could take a look at another overlay. We're going to look at, let's take a look at our air mets. You can see we've got an air met turbulence 28 to 42. That is going to be the air met. We've got air met Tango, valid update 3 for valid turbulence. Yeah, you can see it Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Oregon, California, right in this band. Yeah, moderate turbulence, so we've got moderate reports on that. My FO wants to get in here, so I gotta let my FO in. Hang on just a minute. Coastal Nate gotta run, may or not be back. Alright, Nate, we'll see you, bud.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your flight attendant speaking. At this time, please be sure to make sure all large carry-on items are in the overhead bins and your small items are underneath the seat in front of you. If you have any trouble or need any assistance, please don't hesitate to let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to help you. After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers.
Thank you, Nate. You
Also,
said all of our
the aisle
800s have
is clear
MMR.
and
Okay,
down so
gotcha.
that way other passengers
Thank you.
can get by you.
Fake commercial pilot, evening captain. Looking forward to joining the coastal cruise soon. Just waiting for an interview slot. What's your Did I email you on to fly the approach? Did you get an email for that? Let me know. All right, let's do this really quick. Let's gonna do a taxi route. We got construction here. You can see this side of the airport's nasty. The other side's okay, so that's good. I think we're going to go 3-4 left. We're going to push out of here. Maybe going to go nose to the west. And we'll go ahead and taxi down Charlie, probably Bravo. Bravo in Alpha 1 outbound. Once we get there, we'll do the SID. We're going to do the Seagull, our departure. We're going to climb to 10,000 feet on a speed of 230 knots. We're not going to go faster than that. We'll keep it slow. Climb all the way up. It's a pretty nice departure out of here. Up to Twin. And that is it. Anything below 80 knots on the departure, we're going to stop the airplane. Anything above 80 knots, folks, to V1, we're only going to stop with fire, failure, fear, shear. That is the thing we do. To do an aborted takeoff, throttles idle, pull reversers on the brakes. We'll taxi off the runway, find out what the heck happened, and we'll go from there. Okay? Once we're past 80 knots, that's the only time we're going to stop. If anything happens above that, that's not one of those 4 things, we're going to continue on, okay? Even though there's plenty of room, it's not a very good thing to do to stop the airplane past 80 knots, okay? Unless it's a fire, you have engine failure, there's, the airplane's coming apart on you, or there's wind shear, okay? Any questions? We just did a debrief. I'm going to look at the FMC while we're boarding, and let's take a look. CG is there. We're going to go ahead and release our fuel truck. We've got 17,200 pounds on board. Let's go to our payload, and let's see what we've got. CG right now is 21, so I'll plug that in there. CG is at 21, trim's about 5.7, so zero fuel weight 136.1, which gives us a gross weight of 153.2. Let's see what our paperwork had to say and see if we're close. 152.9. Very close. I mean, that's within good enough for government work. That's pretty good. All right. By the time we burn, we're going to burn that. We'll be at 153. So essentially 100 pounds difference. That's not too bad. All right, I'm good with that. Trim is 5.47, so let's go ahead and do that right now. A little lower on the trim. That's good. Yes, that is done and complete. Just been emailing back and forth with Tyler, trying to get a time set up to chat. Just waiting for him to reach out to me in Discord. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Storm Trail, thanks for the briefing, Captain. You bet. What's up, Just Your Average Weeb? He's doing great too. Dewan, he did an excellent. Dewan's training right now. I watched your 304 module today. Dewan, I got to tell you, man, he's one of our pilots in training, and you nail the flows and you nail your procedures, man. You're on point with your flows and your procedures. It's excellent. Your flying is tight. I love it. Keep it up. You're doing a great job. So that's good. Good to see. Especially when we start going shared cockpit. That's going to be a big one. Okay. I'm going to give you folks a good briefing, and what I like to do. No, you're good, bud. What he was talking about there, what Dewan's talking about, is like coastal's different, dude. It's just different, right? We've got a different deal going on, and what I mean by that is, like when we're streaming or something like that, we have to act. And this goes with this is like life. This is like a life lesson for everyone, right? We got to be as professional as we possibly can, and that doesn't mean you be stuffy or anything like that. It just means be professional. And I learned this the hard way too when I was a kid. I was in high school, and my instructor, who's still a mentor to me today, I looked up to him, and he's like, I don't care if you're flying a cardboard box with wings. You need to look the part and you need to act the part. And I'll never forget that lesson he taught me. And from my whole career, from my whole career with that, it was that. It was look the part and act the part. And I've taken that with me for... Now, that doesn't mean you be stuffy and stupid. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means, carry yourself with the way that your potential employer would want to hire you at. And I think if you do that through your whole entire training, there's nothing stopping you. And that goes for everybody. I mean, that was a great learning lesson for me to take in. So let me get you guys a good briefing. How's that? We're going to Portland. We're going to be pushing back here soon. So just bear with me. And I'm just going to write a few things down. I'll give you a good PA. And we'll get this show on the road. How's that? And hopefully you can jump on Vox and have a chat with one of our pilots, a couple of our pilots. You guys can meet them. That would be cool. What are we doing? Okay, that's not bad. This flight's going to be shorter than I thought it was. Give me 1 second. I got to help my dog out. You hear that? My dog wants her little stuffed animal sitting on my counter. She is so funny. Like after she eats, she's like, okay, I want my stuffed animals now. All right, I'm coming. Portland. We're going to give you a good one. How's that, okay? I like it. And then we're going to look at one more thing we're going to look at before we do anything. We're going to look at we're just going to breeze through the NOTAMs. I'll do it with you. And just to make sure that we're not going to get shocked by anything. And that's good. All right, looks like warning 3, runway 3 shortened. Ooh, that's in Portland though, folks. So, okay. Stand by. Let me get my dog something. I'll be right back. Storm Trail with a question mark. I don't know what happened. So first of all, fake commercial pilot, if you can, I'm going to send you a link on Calendly. It worked great today. Tim actually did it. I want you to just schedule yourself, and I'll work around your schedule, right? The best I can. So I'm going to send you a link, And I think it's going to work best that way. So I'll send you a link right now. Man, come on, hang on, I got to separate them. Alright, sorry folks. Alright, here we go. Let's get the show on the road. Let me give you a good PA. I'm going to give you a good, solid, professional PA that you should hear from a coastal pilot. Maybe. 8320. I got to write this down here. 8320 over 570. There they are. They're fighting again. Alright, here we go. I'll be right back with a good PA. Folks, welcome aboard Flight 76. Service over to Portland, Oregon. I show, once we're out of the gate here, I show an hour and 32 minutes over to the Portland area. Right now, the temperature is 77 degrees, a few clouds. On the climb, it might be bumpy through the Idaho area. We have a little upper air disturbance, but hopefully we'll smooth it out for you. We can be able to turn those seatbelt signs off. Thanks for watching the Flight Sim Broadcasting Network. Right now, sit back, relax, enjoy the 1 hour 32 minute flight over to Portland. All right, we're back. Okay, that was your friendly PA that we just did. So now you're happy passenger. You're going, okay, now I know what's going to happen. Gate Bravo 22, we're not yet leaving. 91 over 96. Hydraulics 100 over 100. Excuse me, I just drank a new drink called... What are we drinking today? We're drinking called Izzy Sparkling Apple. I wanted to try something different. I still have my bubbly. I got the bubbly and the cozy right here, and the Yeti cozy. So that's going to be for cruise. Okay, I'm ready to go. Let's do a checklist. We'll burn the APU, and actually, let me just tune into our
Salt Lake Tower.
Tower. I just want to make sure there's no ground holds or anything like that. All right. Fuel coming in, APU coming to start. While that happens, let's go ahead and dump off the. We're going to release the air conditioning and hold everything else.
609er, Salt Lake Tower, runway 34 right, clear to land.
Closed.
Cleveland, 34 right, Delta 609.
Our checklist coming in. Fuel pumps and fuel. We've got
American 9524.
17,200 pounds.
Heading 340, runway 34 right.
Center tank is going to be off. We'll burn that fuel when we climb out. So center pumps will be off. The wing tanks are on. Passenger signs are on. Window heat on.
Citation 3 November Papa. Contact.
Hydraulic pumps coming on right now. I'm going to get those kicked in. That's good. Doors are closed. Pressurization's auto 36 and auto. I'm going to try to get to 36,000. Bus is coming on. good. Auto brakes on RTO, stab trim is set. Before start, checklist is complete, folks. Timer's coming in. We gotta, before we turn the APU bleed on, you gotta wait at least a minute before you turn the bleeds, the APU bleed on. So we're gonna go to ground service. We are gonna release the ground power. Okay, we're gonna remove their wheel chocks as well. Coming across, throwing the beacon light to the on position, and now we are ready. Let's call GSX and let's get a push.
Alpha Echo 990, Salt Lake Tower. I do not have a flight plan on file. Can you refile, please?
Yes, it's Captain Performance, sir. Sorry, we entered with the wrong call sign. Apologies.
Can you relog on and so I got it synced up? That'd be great.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
It's flight now. Do you want me to?
The scheduled departure time is 7:30. So
oh, it's
local.
500.
So we're looking at. I'm gonna advance the clocks just a little bit.
Off and then log in as KLM 500, please.
Roger that one.
Low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seat backs must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Flight attendants, please prepare.
In Salt Lake Tower, Walker 1108 from Signature with Echo for taxi.
Walker 1108. Let's see. Squawk City.
Come on now, guy.
I'm sorry, I got it.
Yeah, 4173.
Anytime you're ready to walk to my airplane, that would be now's the time. All right, I'll have to cancel this.
American 9524.
Let's do it again.
Departure 128.1. Good flight.
Okay, thank you. 2128.1. Departure continue heading 340. American Niner 524. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Hey, Walker 1108, we got the right code now. We're ready for taxi.
Walker 1101. Affirmative. Runway 35. Taxi via Kilo.
Kilo to 35. Thanks, Walker 1108.
Okay, APU bleed on.
Salt Lake City Tower, Southwest 408, 34 left localizer approach. We're about probably 12 miles out.
Southwest 408 Salt Lake Tower, looks like 17 miles. But
Come
that's
on
okay.
now, what are you
runway 34
doing?
left, cleared to land.
Stupid thing.
34 left, clear
Alright,
to land for
GSX.
Southwest 408.
So what I'm gonna do with GSX, I'm just gonna restart this, and then just reset it. Yes, you'll get a pneumatic sound
Delta
for sure as the
401,
packs
runway
come
34
on.
right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right, at 40.
Salt Lake Tower, we have.
Now I need her to walk to my airplane here.
KLM 500, I just sent you the PDC. Sorry for the delay.
No worries, it's
Yeah, you're ready for pushback. So get over to my nose gear and hook up the tow bar.
Heavy holding short of a Bravo,
Come
ready
on.
to taxi for departure.
There we go.
United 25 Heavies, runway 34 left, taxi via Bravo Alpha 1.
Taxi via Bravo Alpha 1 to runway 34 left, United 25 Heavy.
Departure checks completed.
Southwest Tower, sorry, correction, Salt Lake City Tower, Southwest.
BDGS, not set up yet.
Good
No.
evening. Information, Echo is received on board, WordType 7300.
Do they have that? I don't think they have it.
I for clearance at Denver is filed.
Oh, they might, Scott. I don't know.
Salt Lake
I have to
Tower,
look at my
cleared
videos
number 1.
to see if they have it.
Walker 1108 on departure, fly heading 340, runway 35, cleared for takeoff.
340 heading on departure, clear for takeoff runway 35, Walker 1108.
Delta 2609er, welcome to Salt Lake, taxi to Rampia Hotel.
Thank you, Rampia Hotel for 2609.
We're going to go straight back.
Tower, good evening, Southwest 2457, left 34 right.
Southwest 2457, Salt Lake Tower, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
That's perfect.
Caution traffic at your 11 o'clock, about 4 miles for the parallel.
34 right, clear to land, and we got the traffic, Southwest 2457.
Delta 401 on departure fly heading 340, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. And caution, there will be a aircraft taking off on the parallel on the 35.
Public traffic, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff, flight 340.40.
Tower, good evening, November 970, Papa Tango information, Echo looking for IFR to Denver.
November 970, Papa Tango, clearance on request, standby, number 2.
I don't think I have to tell him, but I am going to ask him. Salt Lake Tower, Riptide 76, push Bravo 22. He's busy enough where I am going to ask.
Riptide 76, Salt Lake Tower, runs uncontrolled, advising ready to taxi.
Alright, I'm good with that. Alright, so let's go ahead and push. You always want to ask, even though I know it's uncontrolled.
Good afternoon, Delta 13.
Alright, timeout,
Echo,
725.
Denver.
Delta 1314.
Fire it up. PACS coming off.
Standby.
So you got PACS off. You can see your duct pressure coming in. Now I'm going to go fire number 2.
Contact departure 128.1.
Fire number 2.
Departure,
2's on start.
Have a good night, good weekend. Nice job.
You too.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front of the aircraft.
That white thing is weird.
Delta 401, contact departure 128.1. Caution, there's a aircraft in front of you about 3 miles.
Insert the metal fittings into one another.
Go turn your left and
Fuel.
approach 1201.401. Bye-bye.
In the event that the seatbelt light is not on, we suggest
Light off.
that you keep your seatbelt fastened in case of unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft.
Oil
Please
pressure.
take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit.
Timer.
In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. In the event that the cabin loses pressure,
And
an oxygen mask will drop right in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the straps if necessary and breathe normally.
Starter
Although
cut
the bag
out.
does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the
Set
mask.
parking brake.
If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance,
Roll back.
secure your mask first and then assist others.
Cockpit to
Keep your
ground.
mask on until
Isolate,
the member
ventilate.
is advised to
You can disconnect.
So you're going to go
25
pack
heavy,
to
runway
high.
34 left, line up and wait.
Close the ISO valve. Fire
Line
1.
up and wait, United 25 heavy.
Number 1 coming around.
Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front.
Brake
Pull the
set.
strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft.
Number 1
If
screw
the
is
light
turning.
vest does not inflate automatically, blow into
Southwest 3700, we're ready for taxi.
Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can
25. Here goes the fuel.
3700, sales location.
There's the light.
Once again, all the
We've currently pushed back out of the Alpha Concourse. We're on 1 west.
Please securely stow your
Rudder, Southwest 3700, runway
Oil
34
pressure.
left, taxi via Bravo Alpha 1.
Bypass pin removed.
Timing.
Bravo Alpha 1, holding for runway 34 left, Southwest 3700.
Right is clear.
All of this information and more can be found in the safety code.
Delta 1320, ready for taxi with Echo.
We suggest reading this and letting the
United 25 heavy, runway 34 left, clear for
Cut out.
takeoff, fly heading 340.
United 25 heavy, clear for
Roll back.
takeoff with the runway
2 good starts.
340. United 25 heavy.
Delta 1320, runway 34 left, taxi via Bravo Alpha 1.
2.
Caution, there will be an aircraft
Off.
coming out of the ramp on your left, and give way to that.
Taxi 31 left via Bravo Alpha 1, give way to the aircraft out of the ramp, Delta 1320.
It's a Southwest 737, sorry.
Give way to 737 Southwest, Delta 1320.
Southwest 2457, welcome to Salt Lake.
Stand by for
ramp
flaps. Flaps 5.
Echo, Southwest 2457.
Let's go take a control check. Standing by. 1.
Salt Lake City Tower, Southwest
2.
408 is ready, taxi. We came in on Alpha 6.
Control check's good. One thing I got to do. TRA set. Let's go for taxi. Brakes off.
Taxi right via
Checklist.
Echo.
Generators are on. Probe heat is on. SIS is off. Flight controls are free. Flaps.
Southwest 40, I do need to
55
go
green.
down to
Transponders
the
on
west
CARI.
gate.
Taxi checklist is complete. We're going to go down second west and then we'll call for a taxi.
Can do Southwest aircraft is fine for us. 408.
Then go straight ahead on Echo and turn right into ramp. That'll work.
Straight in Echo and then right into the ramp for Southwest 408.
Salt Lake, for flying rate at gate Foxtrot 22, we're ready for push and start.
KLM 500, Salt Lake Tower runway, the ramp's uncontrolled, advise and ready to taxi.
Roger that, pushback discretion could be touched.
United 25 Heavy, contact departure 128.1, good flight.
Contact departure 28.1, United Heavy, 25 Heavy. Salt Lake Tower, good evening, 1911, 27 stand Bravo 18, ready to copy clearance to them. We have information echo on board.
United 1127, Salt Lake Tower, PDC is on its way, you're number 3.
Roger, United 11, 22.
In Tower Frontier 587, with Echo ready taxi.
Frontier 587, which runway would you like, to the right or the left?
So we can take 34 right.
Frontier 587, runway 34 right, taxi via hotel.
34 right via hotel, Frontier 587.
Okay, let's call them up second west.
587, caution that there is an Airbus 320 KLM in front of you that may be pushing back.
Okay, we'll be looking out for that traffic. Pushing back, if they push up, we'll give way to that traffic for Frontier 587.
If you'd like, you can taxi via Echo Hotel. That works.
34 right via Echo Hotel for Frontier 587. 3700 will be ready when reaching.
Cabin is secure. Ready for departure.
Southwest 3700, roger, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff on departure flight heading 340.
Heading 340, clear for takeoff, runway 34 left for Southwest 3700, thank you.
Salt Lake Tower, Riptide 76, second west, ready to go with the numbers.
Riptide 76, Salt Lake Tower, runway 34 left, taxi via Bravo Alpha 1.
34 left, Bravo Alpha 1, Riptide 76.
Delta 1320, runway 34 left, line up and wait.
Bravo's going to be the first taxiway
34 left
right through here. That's Charlie, so straight ahead's Charlie. We're going to go down to Bravo, which is going to be the next one. Clear right, clear left, looking good. Just going to kind of take a peek over here a little bit. It's weird when my track IR is not working great. There they go. I don't know why my
737 Golf inbound RNAV 35.
This you wouldn't want to taxi now. This is Charlie.
737 Golf.
The next one is Bravo.
Runway 35, clear, Salt Lake Tower, runway 35, clear to land.
Clear land 35, Boeing 7 Golf.
I don't have my sim link working, folks, so that's going to be a bummer. So
Southwest 3700, contact departure 128.1, good flight.
Thank you very much, departure 128.1, 3700, go ahead.
Good night. Delta 1320 on departure
straight,
flight 340, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 34 left, fly heading 340, Delta 1320.
All right, SS, we'll see him in. Let's see if Jason follows the flight directors on takeoff. Yeah, I never follow
Delta 1434, Salt Lake Tower, runway 34 left, clear to land.
I forget that. I fly airspeed.
Can we get a wind check for Delta 1434?
Look at how pretty this is. The scenery's beautiful.
350 at 9 knots.
Thank you very much.
That whole area is Delta. This whole terminal is Delta. You wouldn't see a Southwest jet on that, so FYI. Okay, I'm going to do a config check, so I'm going to push up the throttle, back down. You've got a master caution light on, so let's take a look at that. Probably doors, which is a nuisance light. That's a nuisance, so I really wouldn't worry about it. You can see how the overwing is on. It's just the pins in the overwing exit. So when you push the throttles up, when we go past 40, you'll actually hear them click, click on the door, and those are the pins locking. So nothing to be worried about. Okay, packs are auto, bleeds are on. I'm going through my my list. Let's go ahead and attendant notifications.
Contact departure 128.1, good flight.
128.1, so you're there to 1320.
128.1. I got that in there. Alright, before takeoff, config, check, pack set, bleeds on. Altimeter set, recall complete. We do have a door light, but that'll go away.
KLM 500, runway 34 right, taxi via hotel.
Taxi via hotel, runway 34 right,
Okay, 230 on the speed up to 10,000.
Flight Tower Turkey 6469 Romeo at the ramp ready to taxi to 35 is getting.
November 6469 Romeo, Salt Lake Tower 5x5.
Say again, 69 Romeo.
November 69 Romeo, say request.
Yes, sir. Staying taxi to 35 Gamma Echo. We're just looking to go Salt Lake to Bountiful. 69 Romeo.
Taking a wide turn
November
here.
69 Romeo, standby.
Dang it, give me a... Salt Lake Tower, Riptide 76, ready to go, runway 34 left.
Riptide 76, on departure fly, heading 280 runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. Traffic is on a 5-mile final.
Oh, crap. Okay, 280 on the heading. Notice the traffic there, 34 left, clear for takeoff, Riptide 76. Lights coming on.
Citation Europe up Tango, ready to taxi, information echo.
Wing lights on, taxi lights on.
0 Papa Tango, runway 35, taxi via Kilo.
No delay, folks, no delay. Toga.
November 7 Golf Golf, welcome to Salt Lake, taxi ramp via Kilo.
Ramp via Kilo for Boeing 7 Golf Golf.
First set, here we go. 80 knots.
27, can we get our departure clearance?
Delta, correction, United 1127. I was just about to start working on yours. You're number 1. Stand by.
Thank you.
Tower, good evening, United 2137, looking for AFR to the Denver International.
United 2137.
Nice and easy, hold that. This is an 800, so you don't want to crank it. There we go. Positive rate, you're up.
And Salt Lake Tower, United 604, also looking for IFR clearance to Denver International.
United 624, roger, on request.
280 heading select, here we go. Bug it up. Flaps 1. Roll on the heading. Heading select.
Charlie, Sierra Tango
Flaps up.
76, contact departure 128.1.
Over to departure, Riptide 76. We'll see you.
Thanks.
Mile final 3.
Salt Lake departure, Riptide 76, climbing through 6,200 for 10, 280 on heading.
Riptide 76, Salt Lake City departure, radar contact.
Delta 3520, maintain 210 knots. Maintain 210
Fast on speed.
Riptide 76, proceed direct Corver, climb, maintain level 230, and resume normal speed.
Corver 230 on the climb, Riptide 76, resume normal speed. 230 set, Corver it is, we're going to maintain zero speed. Go ahead and just
Southwest
pitch that up just a
3700,
little
contact center 120.275.
Center 120.2.
We'll accelerate now to
Southwest
250.
3700.
I said resume normal speed, so we're good. We're still
Delta
not done yet.
35,
I'm going to go direct
20, altimeter 2980.
Delta 3520, altimeter 2980.
Set. LNAV coming in, VNAV coming in, 250 on the speed.
Salt Lake City, approach United 47 X-rays with you.
United 47 X-ray, Salt Lake City approach, good evening. Descend to the E5 arrival, ILS 34 right.
The Lehigh 5 arrival for 34 right, or 34 left.
Climb check.
47 X-ray.
I'm sorry, you want 34 left?
10,000.
Yeah, can I get 34 left?
Roger, you can expect that.
So we're going to be flying over, this right now is Antelope Island, and we're flying over it right now. There's a lot of buffalo that roam over here. Bison, free range bison, they just roam all over the place. You can hike, fish. You wouldn't want to fish, there's no fishing here, but...
Delta 1320, contact center now, 120.275.
Antelope, what else is there? Tons of birds, pretty cool.
275, Delta 1320.
Okay, here's the climb check. PACSIM bleeds. Packs are on, bleeds are on. Pressurization is coming up, we're pressurizing. Start switches are off, APU is off, flaps up, no lights, climb check complete. Sorry folks, I couldn't talk much because I was concentrating on getting out of there.
Tango is
we had that 5 mile traffic that was close to us.
970 Papa Tango, Salt Lake City departure, radar contact. Proceed direct to Bubby, climb, maintain level 230, normal speed.
Proceed direct Bubby, up to flight level 230, normal speed, sedation, 0 Papa Tango.
Delta 35 at 20, just to maintain at 9,000.
9,000, Delta 3520.
15,000, increasing speed, 280. Set. Dang. My sim link is broken. I don't know what's going on. I gotta go check it out. You can see my hands are full when you've got, 5 mile final. You're trying to taxi on the runway. You're doing a tiller. You're working thrust. It's fun. It's a good time,
Salt
folks.
Lake City approach, United 1350, 1 crossing, span at 17,250 knots.
Timothy, I think Delta flies in London out of Salt Lake. They do. They fly London. They fly Amsterdam. I think they have an Amsterdam flight out of there too.
1351, Salt Lake City approach. Good evening. Say approach request.
Requesting the ILS 34 right approach, and we have a takeoff.
United 1351, roger. Descend via the Lehigh 5 arrival after Spain, and you can plan on the ILS 34 right.
Descend by the Lehigh 3 arrival and
17,000. I'm going to request a little higher on the altitude. 30 is just not going to work.
Riptide 76, contact center 120.275. Have a good night.
Over to center. You have a great night. We'll see you. Riptide 76. 11 center is Salt Lake Center 120275. 120275. 120275.
And just a minute to file, climb 16,000. Departure this frequency, squawk 3174, United.
United 66 Heavy, reback's correct. Push your discretion, runway 19 of the Alpha.
19 Alpha, we'll let you know, United.
Salt Lake Center, Riptide 76 through 20,000 for 23.
Riptide 76, Salt Lake, climb and maintain flight level 300 normal speed.
300 normal speed, Riptide 76. Can we get higher on the top altitude?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Let's see here, 3.
And
So let's
Salt
go
Lake, American
36.
2416, which up flight level 390.
American 7171, you leave the airspace.
360.
Southwest Oakland's offline, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, American 7171.
Southwest 2972, leave the airspace to the southwest, Oakland Center's closed, frequency change approved.
Southwest.
Salt Lake Center, United 5110 on frequency 2, flight level 380.
Delta 401, clear camper.
To camper to the photo.
This man is a busy.
What do you want your cruise altitude to be? I can give you whatever you want.
360 if you can do it.
Riptide 76, climb and maintain flight level 360.
360, thanks. Riptide 76.
A couple people checking in unanswered. United 1057, Salt Lake Center, maintain flight level 400.
All right, folks, we can relax. Take a deep breath.
10 Salt Lake Center, hello, cross speed at 16,000.
Take a drink. Hang
Salt
on.
Lake Altimeter 2980.
Ow. All right, so
Cross, sorry, I missed the
let me get to your questions. Scott says they have it, so Scott, I'm going to have to take my time and set it all up, aren't I?
November Echo 16,000.
I'll get it working.
Okay,
Shiny
Spain,
Pizza, let's see
cross
here.
Spain at 16,000, best forward speed, United 51.
Dewan says, quick question.
863, Salt Lake Center,
While
maintain level 280.
I think I answered that.
Level 280 and 280 speed is fine.
But you said something about the training, right? He said, how fast could the training be at this pace? Dude, if you keep knocking it out like you're doing, you're gonna get done within like 3 weeks, 3-4 weeks.
Salt Lake Center, American 2416, flight level 390.
No problem. 3-4 weeks to be done.
American 2416, Salt Lake Call.
Well, let's see, you just started 304. You might hit a brick wall on the 400s, but that's okay. I mean, maybe a month.
United
a month out.
25. What's your best forward Mach number?
Keep going. You're doing good.
Do Mach point 82.
United 25. Roger. Maintain Mach point 80 or greater.
Let's not do that.
Maintain Mach point 82 or greater. United 25 heavy.
Gosh.
Walker 11. Wait, what's the best Mach number you got?
Silly question. Okay, got that.
Yeah, probably somewhere around Mach point.
Scott says the white thing is a new Asobo bug supposed to be fixed. Good deal.
Walker 11.
I think it was something
Mach
with the.
7-8 will let you.
I heard it was something with the.
That's not possible. Walker 1108.
Something with the Xbox.
Maintain Mach 7-5 for spacing.
Okay, I got that. It's getting that white thing. I've got that. It's driving you nuts.
1320.
I get that.
Mach point 74.
Okay, SS took off. That's good. I think Delta flies in London. I saw that.
0.7.
Let's roll, John. That's right, exactly. Cody says this man isn't busy at all. Gear up, roll to the head end.
863 cross speed at 16,000.
Butt up the speed. Tara wants me to talk to departure. Get the rest of the flaps up. Oh, the first 30 seconds. That's so true. That's why it's so nice to fly with someone. Somebody can just handle radios. The other person's working the flying.
Salt Lake Center, Alaska 795, about 60 miles
Thank you,
east
Cody.
of
Appreciate it.
Foxtrot Bravo Romeo VOR.
Cody, you see the cookies in the Discord. I didn't hear the isolate and ventilate answer. Yes.
Grizzly 420.
When you isolate and ventilate, you're going to hear the pneumatics kick in because of standby. There we go.
Descend 240.
We're going to increase our speed. It looks like we're pretty stable.
Yeah,
I'm expecting bumps.
422 to flight level 240.
You're going to see.
The Alaska calling. I'm sorry, say again.
Dryad. Okay. And then we got Twin Falls
795 is 60 miles east of Foxtrot Bravo Romeo VOR.
Alaska 795, welcome.
You get that increase in
Center, good evening, November 9.
in pneumatics
Flight level 2
when you're isolating and ventilating. So when you throw the right pack to the auto position and close the valve here to start one, the right side
heavy,
pack
Mach point 88 is able,
produces pretty much all of the passenger cooling. So that's why you're going to see an increase. You're going to hear an increase in fan noise because of that reason, right? So all that fan noise is coming in. The left pack really cools the cockpit. So the left pack's for the cockpit, generally. The right side is for the passenger cabin. They do mix with each other. But for the majority of the cooling, the left side's for the cockpit, the right side's for the passenger cabin. And that's why you're hearing all that fan noise come in when you do an isolated runway. So hopefully that works.
Yeah, it's 6670 for the Alpine for departure, runway 19, clear for takeoff.
Alpine for departure, 19, clear for takeoff, United 670.
Center, hello, Frontier 587, flight level 190, climb, flight level 230.
United 9, correction, United 795.
Okay, we've got top climb coming up.
Frequency change approved.
United 795.
And then I wanted to
Frontier 587 Salt Lake,
talk about
maintain flight level 280, resume normal speed.
Flight level 280, normal speed, Frontier 587.
I don't know if fake commercial pilot's still on, but if you could get me on Discord. And by the way, I'm going to send everybody on the chat right now our Discord channel into
Can you just verify our last
the FSBN.
Hey, United 17610240, I'm come back to you again, cross 40.
I'm going to try to get you that.
Southeast of Missoula at 11,000.
Log into Discord, you can hit me up to whatever, and this way it's going to be a little easier
2988 and down to 11,000.
So let me go ahead and do that for you right now.
And that was just 40 miles southeast of Missoula at 11,000.
All right, 40 miles southeast, United 1761.
I'm working on it. Let me see here.
Center, hello, Skywest 3344 is on the ground here at Boise, requesting IFR up to Seattle. They did.
Skywest 3344, Roger, correct, PDC.
I want to do a schedule.
Delta 3520 is established on the ILS for 34 left Salt Lake City.
Roger, contact approach. They should be 128.1.
All right, I'm going to dump this in here in the chat, folks.
Roger, maybe it's tower 119.05.
Are you? See if you can log into that Discord channel there. That's going to be our FSBN Discord channel. Once you're in there, I'll need you to send me a PM on because if I had your email, I can use that. Basically, I need your email. So if you could send me your email, just email CEO at
coastal.flycoastalairways.com. Cross Spain at 16,250.
Send me your email, your name, your email. I probably have your email there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a Calendly link, and then we can book your interview this week. So whenever you're available, you'll get that invite, and then you could book your interview and the whole 9 yards. So you said you did fly the approach, right? We did see your LaGuardia approach, and you're good to go. Yes, Cody, I'm coming on board, buddy. Hang on just a minute, man. Let me get it fired up, bud. I'm going to log on to the company channel, and we're going to chat with the pilots just for a little bit, some company folks, while we have a few minutes, because we don't have a lot of time. We're going to have a minute or two before we have to get ready to the descent. This is a quick flight. Yeah, that's the only thing I need, really. Once I get your email, I could shoot you out a Discord, a Calendly link, and that's going to help you determine when to...
United 66 is radar contact, say altitude.
66 passing 12,000.
United 66.
So we're 0.79, so stand by. I just want to make sure.
The 310 United 66.
Yeah, we're getting the bumps now, like I thought we were.
Request.
Yeah, we do. Our nav Yankee, I believe.
Stand by. Let me see if I can get on here. Get into the bumps. We're going to have to slow it down. We'll have to go 0.76, depending on the chop.
Delta 1738, Roger, across Denwar, VOR, at or above 14,000, cleared on a Yankee, remain 19 approach.
Okay, let's slow down, 0.76.
What is the waypoint for 14,000, sir?
The Dunwar V1.
Right, I'm going to jump on the company channel right now. I'm going to go on the in-flight channel at
November
Coastal
Whiskey
Airways.
at 14,000, clear BR now, Yankee.
We're live broadcasting, streaming.
United 25, connect Denver Center 128.32.
I'm on the company box if
Going to
anybody wants to join.
128.3.
You may just know you're live.
Walker 1108, connect Denver Center 128.32.
Yeah, you're good. I'm on there though.
We're stopping here, Mach 0.72.
I didn't know FSBN had Discord.
Roger, just let him
That's just
know
coastal. Well,
Okay,
we have a Discord too at FSBN.
128.32.
That's like for the general public, you know. The coastal isn't. That's obviously just for members,
401,
for
connect
pilots.
Center. I'm sorry, connect Denver Center
Okay,
128.32.
we're gonna be at Dryad, then we got Twin. So I'm gonna look at the weather here and see what we're looking at
Denver Center
in terms of
128.32.
turbulence.
So
So we're going to flight level 360. So we're between 34 and 35. It's going to be bumpy.
Just confirming 95.
So
10.
what I would do is call the flight attendants and let them know, like, it's not going to get better until we're past Twin Falls. So I would keep them seated.
They're landing north. The approach controller will get you the runway assignment, but one of the
you can see right now, it's looking pretty good, and we're in the. That's at 340. We're actually at 36, so it's still nasty. It's predicted to be nasty.
Yankee 5.
Okay, I'm going to burn center tank fuel here. Just a minute. I'll open a cross feed valve. We'll open one.
Level 1320, connect Denver Center 128.32.
128.32, Delta 1326.
Salt Lake, UPS 5551, level 360.
UPS 5551, Salt Lake Center, welcome aboard. You can descend pilot's discretion for level 240, advise approach request.
Pilot's discretion at 240, and we'd like the ILS Zulu 19.
Roger, what do you guys think? I think we're pretty stable in terms of turbulence. I mean, it's forecasted. We're headed right to Twin Falls.
Qantas 1162, Salt Lake, hello, welcome aboard.
I mean, look, coastal guys. I had a chat with Tim today about our interview, and
United 5110 contact.
I told him the same thing. You know, a lot of virtual airlines think, you know, bigger's better. We're so big. We have 4,000 pilots. That's not coastal, dude. That is not who we are. Coastal is going to be a small VA, but we're going to be really
Qantas 1162
cross
Spain at 16,000.
Good on the radios. Listen.
Salt Lake City is landing north. The Salt Lake altimeter 2980.
It's really nice when you can hear that from a controller, and they say, "We love Riptide because you guys listen and you know what you're doing." When I say, "There's the turbulence," I told you it was coming.
250 knots.
So I'm going to call the flight attendants right now.
250 knots.
I know it's going to be bumpy, and there's no altitude that I can't climb out of it. Is what I'm saying. I could climb maybe to 38, but that's, you could see the buffer on here. You don't want to climb too high because then we're going to be in that coffin corner, and we don't want to get that tight. So I'm going to keep it like this, gives us a nice little buffer. We're at 0.76, so we're just going to keep her slow until we can get out of this light. I'd say light to moderate. So moderate before. It's light now. But it's forecasted to be pretty severe. At
Roger, runway 28 left, taxi via Alpha Mike, cross runway 28 right.
38,000 is going to be pretty bumpy.
28 left via Alpha Mike, I'm crossing 28 right.
I'm just going to keep the belts on. That's what I would do. What would you consider small? 50 plus people on the waiting, just to get an interview. Yeah. We probably had.
United 1761, do you have an approach request for?
I'd probably say about 5 or 6 on the waiting list, maybe more. There was we at least had 50 just to get on, but a lot of people that qualify because of their hours were too low. And I'll tell you what, I ran into a young man at FS Expo. I don't know if I told you this. I
United
think I might have.
1761, Roger. Expect the Alice Zulu runway 12.
Normally we have an age limit here at Coastal where it's you cannot hire. I think I said this on the stream. I'm super excited to get him on board.
Looking to step away for 5 minutes.
He just has that. You know, he wants to grab the bull by the horns, and it's cool to see it.
0 Pop Tango, stand by.
I just watched his approach. I interviewed him in person, and he's going to be on board here. He's our third. He'll be our third pilot to get on for the summer season, and then we're expected 2 more pilots. So 2 more pilots to get on the summer. We'll stop the hiring. I'm actually going to be updating the landing page at flycoastalairways.com. We'll be uploading that. I'm going to caution on the fuel.
United 2339, you're leaving the airspace to the southwest.
So,
Oakland Center's closed. Frequency change approved.
Lots of fun. If you guys, there's a market for. I mean, for us, 1131. It's not for everybody. I'm gonna be honest with you.
2007 cross.
We're at Twin Falls is what I'm saying. We got Twin Falls. I'm gonna jump over to Ackle.
Landing north to Salt Lake altimeter 2980.
As a great guy, man, you're
crossing at 16,000, 250 knots, landing north, altimeter 2980, for 2007.
Salt Lake, Delta 1314, passing flight level 210 for 230.
I did tell you, yep. That's exactly, I'm excited to get him on. He just sent in his
Delta 1314,
approaches.
Salt Lake Center.
Just to let you know, like,
normal speed.
you have to do an approach from the right seat, okay, for FOs. Left or right seat, doesn't really matter when you're doing one of these.
Yeah, American.
This guy sends in 2 videos, right? He sends in the left side, he sends in the right side, and he says, here's the same approach for both seats.
American 2416, connect Denver Center 128.32.
So what I'm saying is that drive, that passion, that's what we want. That's exactly what we want.
Salt Lake Center citation 3054.
We want that grit, that grind I keep talking about. That's going to get you through training. It's that grind, it's that push. Get through it.
Maintain level 340.
That's 340,
and I'm not going to lie, there's sometimes where you're burned out. Sometimes you're like, man, do I really want to fly another proving flight, right? Do I really want to do this again? Do I really want to do
descend and maintain
all these interviews and things like that? And it's a lot. It's a lot of work on me. It's a ton of work. But, you know, once we get through the hiring phase, the door closes, and then I'm getting ready to update our landing page at flycoastalairways.com.
Can you repeat that, 432?
Yeah, it was an early descent. Just maintain for level 240, sorry.
It's looking like it's okay now. I know Twin Falls, it's forecasted to be crappy, but it's smooth.
Salt Lake Airbus 3942
there. So I'm going to actually increase. I just said that. Look what happens.
November 3942 Quebec, Salt Lake Hill.
I'll let it ride out. I mean, it's pretty crappy. We get north of Twin, I'll let them stand up. You know, I'll turn it on right now. We'll go ahead and bump it up. I'll give you a good PA, folks. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Delta 2007 affirmative. So you can descend across that Spain intersection at 16,000.
Descending at 16,000, thank you.
Nate, do you know him?
Pelican 558 to connect Denver Center 128.32. Club 558, connect Denver Center 128.32.
Yes, sir. 132.82. Question 128.32 for Pelican 558.
UPS 551 across Dunbar at or above 14,000. Cleared Isla Zulu runway 19er.
Cross Dunbar at or above 14,000. Cleared for the Alice Zulu 19. UPS 6551 heavy.
November 253 Alpha Papa. Connect Denver Center 128.32.
2832 for citation 3 Alpha Papa. Thanks.
KLM 500, contact Denver Center 128.32.
.325 for Delta.
So good evening, citation 416 for Tango, checking in, flight level 430.
November 416 Whiskey, Tango Salt Lake Hill.
Center, Sky was 3344, holding short at 28 left on Mike, ready to go.
Sky was 3344, fly the Boise departure, runway 28 left, clear for takeoff.
Boise departure, 28 left, clear for takeoff, Sky was 3344.
Qantas 1162, maintain 250 knots in the descent.
250 on the descent, Qantas 1162.
Delta 2007, maintain your best forward speed in the descent.
Confirm free speed to descent.
Affirmative, best forward speed.
Forward speed, Delta 2007.
36,000 feet. For right now, we're going to turn the seatbelt signs off.
Delta 1738, radar service terminated. And Jackson, weather 22011, altimeter 3010, runway 19er, clear to land.
Right now, the update.
Clear and runway 19er, Delta 1738.
So we have an hour to go before we get you on the gate.
Salt Lake City Center, 3 Bravo Lima 430.
November 3 Bravo Lima, Salt Lake, welcome.
Just light winds.
Howdy.
For watching. Sit back, relax, you're in the rest of the flight. Folks, I'm sure that was true to life. The pilot comes on, you can't hear a thing he's saying because of the speakers. So that was a true to life PA. John, what's up, man?
270 down to 9,000 now at 1761.
Squad Gaming says Cornell Jones will be a great fit. So you know him? Everybody knows him. Nate says, yes, sir. Okay. Is that you, Skinny Pizza? Is that you? Cornell, is that you? Am I saying your name right? Cornell Jones. Yeah, thanks, guys. It's got to be you. You are going to be a great fit, by the way, man. And you are hired. So if that's you, I'm going to send you a acknowledgement form. I'll send it over like we talked about at Expo. I'll send that to you. Get it signed. Kick it over to me, and then I'll get you in the Discord channel, and then I'll send you our training website, and you can start your training right away. So that's number 3, folks. We've got 2 more pilots to get on board, and then we'll be good to go. Looks like one of our guys popped in. It's me! How's it going, Jason? Yeah, it was good, man. Dude, you came up to me on Expo, and, you know, first of all, kudos to you for doing that, number 1.
Center, Sky was 3344.
I know that could be a little, holy cow. But man, you showed that passion that we want, and you got it. So that's you know, you earned that interview. You earned the hire. You got it, and now you'll get through training, no problem. You know, it's not hard, like I said. It's a grind. But you're gonna love it. You're gonna love every step of it, man. So we'll get you that in there. I'm super excited to get you on board. I think the rest of the fellas are gonna love you too. So. We'll have a good old time.
Grizzly 422, expect the ILS runway 28 right approach up Boise.
Cody, what's up, man? Can you hear me?
ILS 28 right approach Boise 42.
Can you hear me okay?
You're a little low, coming in low.
Salt Lake, United 566, out of here.
You're coming in low, or my ATC is really high? Let me hang on. I'm sure it's my ATC. Give me a second.
And Salt Lake, United 566, turbo 32.
What's going on, Blonde? Yeah, dude.
Salt Lake Center, United 604, with you at flight level 230.
So.
Hold on, I'm looking.
United 604, Salt Lake, hello, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Going up to 350 for United 604.
Discord is
contact approach 128.1.
1281, Qantas 763.
Yeah, good at my place. How about you?
Oh, good.
Let's see if we can hear air traffic control.
Salt Lake, United 566, for file 320. We just want to make sure you guys radar contact.
I'm trying to. Discord's coming in really low.
G6, yeah, I got you back. Welcome.
Let me try this. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but ATC talks. I can't.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay.
Am I like low, or should I like speak up?
No, I think you're good. Hang on, fellas.
Okay.
I'll be right back here in just a minute. Skinny Pizza, if you could do me a favor, send me
United 2137 Salt Lake Climate
a
maintain
Discord.
level
It's
310.
a Discord invite on if you go to the FSBN channel
United 604 resume normal
and then get into the Discord channel on FSBN and then send me, or I'll send you a private link, and then I could shoot you that. I could shoot the acknowledgement form, and then you can do that. I'm not going to have time right now.
Oscar India Lima Sierra.
Can't hear anything.
For number 42 Quebec.
Negative. Grizzly 422. Direct Toils.
The volume's all the way high. I can't hear a thing these guys are saying. ATC is loud, Pops, I know.
Tango Oscar India Lima.
I'm trying to hear him.
On the ILS from A28, right?
I want to shut off just already. Stupid music interface.
Oh yeah.
Can I get that again?
That's like the
Tango
first thing you
Oscar
install.
India Lima
Then you
Sierra.
go off.
It's the initial approach fix for the ILS to a right that police.
Hey folks, really quick, just to let everybody know on the channel we are live, so watch your language and all that stuff. Just a disclaimer.
It's good. I don't know if you can see us or not. It's me, Dwan, and Tim in the channel.
Yeah, I think that was great.
Yeah, Tim, welcome aboard, man.
What's up, buddy? Good to talk to you again.
Yes. Did you get a chance to look at the? Oh, I got that. I got to send you the training website.
Okay.
I don't know if Cody, can you do that? Can you send him that link?
Denver Center on 128.32.
12832 Delta 1314.
Southwest 57, contact LA Center 127.35.
Did I get the acknowledgement? Did you ask?
Yeah, I signed it and sent it back.
Southwest 57,
Yep, I got it,
LA
bud.
Center 127.35.
Thank you.
127.35. Have a good day.
Tim, you got a message coming your way in Discord from the training site. There you go, sir.
United 1761, turn right.
I need to have a third one.
Heading 310.
30 United 1761.
There he is.
Center, good evening.
Okay,
United
cool.
1127, passing level 190 for 230.
United 1127.
Gotcha.
I'm maintain level 350.
Now I need to send
Level
you.
350, United 1127.
Sorry, guys, hang on.
You're good.
Good evening.
I'll send you.
907 with you, 37,000 feet.
I'll send the acknowledgement, but I can't do it right now. I might be able to do it here.
You had to get out of a certain airport by a certain time.
Yeah, but that wasn't like the crazy thing that's happened.
I might be able to send it to you now. Hang on.
So like the first things first, like
Skyline 9907 Salt Lake Center, welcome. 612 Salt Lake Center, hello.
I want to send you that. We're going to send you.
Southwest 57 Salt Lake Center.
Buddy, let's not aim straight for the cell tower.
Don't want to send you that. Let's take a look at a file.
I think he's veering back. I noticed him. I think he's direct for it. And I'm like, hey, going back towards that. There's two big towers.
I'm going to send you something, man. Just give me a second. I got to get it to you.
7 cross Spain at 16,000. Salt Lake altimeter 2980, landing
So
north.
I like force them stronger.
Cross Spain at 16,000, landing north. Can I get that altimeter again? 9907.
Sorry, folks. I'm trying to send this acknowledgement to him.
But the thing that like really
Altimeter 2982.
I won't say scared, like
All right, take a look at this. I'm sending it to you right now. Cornell, you're done.
Heading back.
You'll have it. So once you get that signed and ready, you know, you look it over. Then shoot that over to me. I'll get it. And then from there, I'll get you into Discord, in a coastal Discord. We'll send you your website, the website for training, and then you'll be ready to go, ready to rock and roll. So, good stuff.
November 6 Whiskey Tango, advise your approach request to Jackson Hole.
And he's like, no, you don't.
Where?
I know it. Hit that
We'll take the
Slight
Atlas.
Okay, we're going to get handed off here shortly over to Seattle. And I think Seattle is not online, so that's going to be good. It'll be quiet.
So this is like the
so I just sent that to you. You got it.
We're flying on the beach, 4th of July.
Grizzly 422 to center maintain 11,000, the Boise altimeter 2976.
And there's a crop duster or like a Piper banner tower.
Cabin 3344 in the airspace to the northwest. Salt Lake, I'm sorry, Seattle is closed.
Let's turn
radar
to the
service
left.
terminated, frequency change approved.
Let's turn to the right because like.
Alright, we'll be switching to Skyline 3344. Good night.
We're going to get dumped off shortly.
7, you're leaving the airspace to the southwest, and Oakland Center is offline, frequency change approved.
We're going to be at we're going to go to the VOR of Kimberly, 1156.
8.32.
I expect a handoff here shortly if I can grab this VOR.
Good evening, Salt Lake Center, Southwest 5512, flight level 320.
IMB, 178 nautical miles from Kimberly. I'm assuming we're to be handed off very shortly. And once we're handed off, we're going to start looking at the descent because that's coming right now too.
1428, flight level 300.
Southwest 1428, Silicon.
Dan the man. Hey Jason, it was great meeting you a few weeks ago at the expo. Yes, sir. It was. It was awesome.
Denver Center 128.32.
You know, it was really cool.
Alright, going to Denver Center on 128.
It was really cool seeing
Thanks for the ATC.
seeing all of you, you know, and meeting you, finally putting a face to a name. It's awesome. You know, it's really cool meeting folks and seeing everybody there. It was awesome. Just stopped, you know, a lot of folks are like, hey, Jason. And I mean, Jordan, our repaint guy, he's awesome, right? I'm standing in a line at lunch, and Jason, I hear that. I turn around, I'm like, hey, what's going on? Of course, I don't know faces because you guys see me a lot, but I don't see you. So I'm like, who are you? He's like, Jordan. I'm like, no way. So it's just really cool to see that, right? It's cool to put faces with names. And it's funny. It's like, what's your tag? That's how I know you by like your tags that you show up on the channel and you communicate or you engage in the chat. That's how I know you, you know. And it's pretty cool. It's cool meeting everyone at the expo. I think it was fun. Definitely going next week. Next year.
4 miles from GLA.
Cool. Really cool.
600 until you're established.
Yeah, and I think a lot of guys, some guys brought their wives, which I think was excellent too. It's fun to do. You know, while we're geeking out, they could be going to the spa or something like that. It was fun.
128.33,
Dan, did you have a good time there, man? You enjoy the exhibits. What was your, I guess, ask you this. What was your favorite exhibitor there? What did you like the most? Oh, hold on, I'm going to sneeze.
November 103 Bravo, Lima, descendant pilots, discretion, maintain flight level 240. Advise your approach request to
I'm going to sneeze and I'm getting numbers. Hang on.
PD down to 240, would like to request the RMP Yankee 19 for 3 Bravo Lima.
3 Bravo Lima, Roger, expect that.
Okay, we're going to PDX. Plug this stuff in here. Runway. It's looking like runway 28 left, which is nice. 28 left, simultaneous runway 28 right approaches. We're going to take you on 28 right, just because it's better. It's going to be a funner approach. How's that? 28 right. I'm expecting handoff any minute. Once we're handed off, then I can jump over to Company Vox and chat with the folks. We'll try flap 30. On the brakes, and let's see. All operative, 144,000 pounds.
But cross Anwar at or above 14,000. You clear the Alice Zulu runway 19.
We'll do our normal 5. The weather looks great. Auto brake 2, no procedures. Landing distance available right now for us.
To slow down or just delay vector or hold over Sunwar?
The landing it's going to take us is 89.
Traffic 3 Bravo Lima.
Affirmative.
With auto brake 2, flap 30.
Do you need us to slow down?
It's 1 in, 1 out, so I have one guy that's 30 miles ahead of you who has to cancel IFR before you can land.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm good on
we
that.
can hold. That's fine for 3 Bravo Lima.
3 Bravo Lima. Okay, you can plan on holding at Dunmore. For now, I'd in the descent, just slow to 250 knots.
I just joined SWA virtual.
Center maintain 1.
Which one? There's two. Is it virtual SWA or the other one?
250 in the descent.
The other one
and,
upstairs? Is that what you're looking at? The Southwest virtual upstairs? At the expo?
1-2 clear line, not 1761.
I did. It was fun. I enjoyed. Okay, that's what it was. So I just enjoyed seeing all the crazy setups and how much money you can sink into this thing.
Above 7,000, cleared ILS to a right approach.
The Airbus cockpit was nuts. It's like 60,000 for that thing. It was. Yeah, I figured you joined them. That's good.
In the airspace to the northwest, Seattle's closed, frequency change approved.
Hey, thanks for the services. You have a great night. We'll see you Riptide 76.
Okay.
22.8. All right, I'm going to jump back on Vox now on our company channel. Chat with the guys for a minute. And then we're going to get ready for top of descent. How's that? All right, let's go ahead and jump to the company. Test.
Yep.
Can you hear me? All right. Yes, sorry, I had ATC was chatting my ear off over there. You know how it goes.
You're good.
Yes. Sorry if I stepped on anyone.
No, you're good. We figured we were having conversations and everybody on the stream could hear.
Yeah.
No, I had you muted.
Oh, okay.
So you were good. Yeah.
Tim is in the system. He's in the website and ready to rock, man.
All right, Tim. What do you think so far? I mean, you're just looking at it, but
Yeah, I mean, I just enrolled in ground school. So just taking a peek here.
cool.
Looks awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
This is what I mean, though, right? Like, it's so. It makes you so much. Like I was telling Jason today, I would anybody could just go fly virtual submarines, right? And, like I did all that, and I was like, okay, that's cool, right? And then like I got bored. It was like all the same, no matter which one you go to. And this one just makes you want to get back into flight sim again. Because I was getting bored.
That's good. That's real good. It's a different kind of avenue.
Right, man. But it's like a cool, like, I'm pushing 40, so I'm not going to go to flight school now. Try to go commercial, you know. Maybe if I get a little healthier in the financials, I might get my private.
You're about to go through flight school here, my friend.
I know.
Exactly.
Welcome to it.
Oh, man. Cody.
Yeah.
Cody, when are you going to do that 7.5 hour flight?
Oh, man. We got weathered out. Our departure window out of our home airport this morning, the weather was below dispatch minimums, so we scrubbed. Maybe tomorrow. I really don't think tomorrow is going to happen, so I don't know. Maybe tomorrow or maybe next week sometime. Or it may get away from me. I don't know. I was kind of bummed out. I was really looking forward to putting something like that in my logbook.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Did you guys hear about that huge dust storm coming from Sahara Desert into Florida and like a little bit of Georgia?
No.
I didn't know how most was going to react, and I saw it on whatever it's called. Apparently it's like a huge dust storm in the Sahara Desert right now that's like making its way towards America and then Florida.
Oh wow.
It's like going to be a
That's
huge
not good,
cloud.
huh?
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to react to my flight training in Gold Coast. How we're going to react to that.
Yeah, I mean, that could screw it up for sure. That could screw up operations.
I heard it's going to come in around late this week, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it was dissipated. It'd be nothing. That was pretty interesting.
Let's see here. When is it supposed to show up?
Keep us posted.
My grandpa told me about it, that was also
Yeah, this weekend, Saharan Air Layer.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, no kidding. Checking it out right now. Just seems to go and hang out right around Florida and a little bit of the Gulf.
Cool. You guys keep chatting. I got it ready for top of descent. Apparently, this flight is quicker than I thought it was. Yeah. This is a fast flight. It's an hour 30.
With a headwind.
Yeah, it was 65 knots, but I mean, top of descent's coming up. I like to plan.
Be safe. Have fun.
120 miles. All right, I'll see you on the ground here. I don't even know what gate we're flying into. Welcome aboard, Tim. It's good to have you.
Thanks,
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it, bud.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit. I'm going to just get going here on this. I'll just deafen. Be back.
You're good.
All right, folks, just real quick on the NOTAMs, I'm going to check. We've got a runway 21 PAPI is unusable, it's no problem. The PDX nav ILS 21 localized DME is unusable. We got that. Runway 10 right 28 left is closed, but that's got to be Wednesday. That's 2100 to 2200. It's not a factor for us, so we're good on that. Let's see what else. We got a couple cranes in the vicinity of the airport. Portland, runway 3, doesn't matter. 21's closed, that's good. That's good. That's good. Temporary crane, that's good. All right, looks good. The rest of the NOTAMs are fine. No issues there, so we just kind of combed through our NOTAMs. I don't know what happened to my track IR went screwy on me. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Let me see if I can lock this in a better position where, you know, it's not going to be so offset. Maybe I'll just have to deal with this until that's how it should be. Let me go ahead and lock this. I think that could be the issue. I think that was the issue. Let's go over here. Sorry. Yep, that was the issue. Okay. All right, Dan the Man says, yes, the one upstairs. Good. Have you ever flown with a VA before? That's a good question. And Shiny Pizza, I've got it. Cornell, I've got your stuff. I should email it to you. You could just, why don't you just shoot it over to me on Discord? It's going to be so much easier to do that. Just get it to me on Discord, and then I'm going to get you lined up tonight. After I land, I'll get you all hooked up. You'll be ready to go. Cool. All right, folks. So we've got a few miles. Let's do a briefing. I like to give you a brief before we get into the airport here. We're going to go to the Star. And first I'm going to go to Wright Airport here. We're going to look at, we could just hide this. We'll dump that. And then we can dump that. And we'll go to the Star. We're going to do the Hood 4 arrival. We're coming into this Jotba. Jotba? I don't know. I think it's Jotba. We'll go to Jotba, then hit Soda, Duffer, Rabby, 270, 13,000, then over Hood. That's Mount Hood right here, by the way. 15,000 and 9,000, then over to Blern. And then we're going to go kind of this direction over here to Sozin. We're going to break off to Sozin. And then from there, we're probably just going to do a nice little base leg. And then we're going to go 2-8, which is on the other side. So we're actually going to have to fly all the way up to Nut, and then PACSIM, cool approach into the airport. Excuse me, 28 right. So I did have it initially the correct way the first time. What I'm talking about is we're going to hit Sozin, dump it off, go do a base leg, and then right into it. That's the plan anyway. We're going to go 28 right. Beautiful approach over the Columbia River. It is gorgeous. Once we land there, let's pick a gate. And I was kind of looking at the airport information before doing research and development for this airport. Delta lines up here on the E Echo gates. I think we're going to be right around here. Delta 12, 10, usually Delta 6. They're doing a whole bunch of construction. I was just at this airport probably earlier in the year. So I was just here. Probably in February. So I was just here in February. I mean, this year. I don't know. Let's pick something pretty. Let's pick a nice gate. So I like the Delta gates. Southwest is parking on the E gates. We're staying away from them. We'll probably go Delta 8, Delta 6, somewhere around there. Maybe even Delta 7. But this is all Delta gates, like Delta Airlines. So I saw Frontier over here, Delta 8, Delta 6, Charlie area. I don't know. We'll pick something like that. That's going to be the routing, at least. Let's take a look at the approach. I do want to fly, if we could fly like a quick button hook pattern in here to get us in on an RNAV on the other, coming in on the other way. That's the one right there, Sussin. And then we'll take it right into the airport. Look at that, it's beautiful. So this is going to be a really nice approach here. It's going to help us because we're going to hit that Sussin and then go right into it, which I'm all about. Perfect for us. So let's plan on that. Runway 28. The RNAV, RMP, it's beautiful weather. Winds are light, pretty much calm, 6 knots, coming out of the north. Runway 28 right. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to program the arrival. We're going to do the RMP approach. 28 left, 28 right, excuse me. And I think that was the RMP 28 something. I think it was the Yankee. Yes. So let's go the RNAV RMP Yankee to 28 left. That's not what I want. I want to do 28 right. I'll get it right, folks. Just stand by. My brain will start working shortly. All right, there we go. RMP Yankee 28 right. We'll do RNAV RMP Yankee 28 right and execute that. Don't leave the trans. We're going to leave the trans alone because we're going to do Schaefer. Once we hit Schaefer, I don't want to go all the way out there. Let's go to Camp D. I mean, we could do that, I guess. The Sussin. Let's try this. SSSUN. We're just going to try this. SSSUN. Sussin. We'll dump it over the top. Then we're going to take up this dike. I'm going to throw that there and just stand by on that. So let's see what that gives us. Let's go to our plan mode here. We're just going to kind of see if it's all screwy or if it gives us Schaefer's the last one. Sussin's way out there. What we could do is break off and go to Dial. Kind of base leg. It's going to give us a tight turn. I'll show you what I'm doing. See where we get. We'll just zoom into this. See, there's this Sussin is. That gives us a real tight base leg, which is cool. I think we should do it. I'm all about it. Let's do that. That's going to be fun. That'll give you guys a nice, fun slam dunk approach kind of thing going on. So I think you might like that. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Make it a little interesting for you. How's that? Cool. All right. Now, a couple things that's unique to what we do here. We're going to plug this in, the runway 28 right. We're going to throw this in the fixed page, plop it right over there, and we're going to go slant 15. This gives us a 15 nautical mile ring around the airport. All right. So we got 15, slant 10, and then, oh, excuse me, 5. Oh, what I'm doing. And then last one, we're going to go 3. It's 15.53, and that helps us with energy management, especially in an 800. Ugh. Are we getting bounced around again? Yes, we are. Here comes seatbelt signs. And here comes the speed. We got to slow down 0.76 now again. Seatbelt signs coming on. Sorry, it's just the way it is. You know, you can't. Even though we're flying a sim here, you gotta be real, right? We gotta fly it the right way. We gotta back it down. We're not gonna hunt for altitude because we're descending shortly, so there's no point doing that. All right, let's get this dialed in. Runway 2. We're gonna go 283, so that's nice. We'll put that there. We're gonna auto brake on 2. Oops, I want to do that. I hit the wrong one, like an idiot. All right, that's good. Auto brake 2, 1, 2, there you go. That's good to go. All right, what am I missing, folks? Did we get everything? And I can turn this off really quick. That's done. Cool beans, guys. I'm looking right now. All right, and we got the signature in. Ah, here we go, buddy. So pizza, Cornell, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot over an invite to you into the Coastal Airways fraternity. There you go, bud. I just sent you an invite. I'll have Cody hook you up with access to our, and by the way, if you're watching this, we're hiring for the summer. We're hiring about 5 pilots. So Cody just dumped off somewhere. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and I have to do this really quick. I'm just welcoming him to the team. So I got to get you over a training link now, and I'm going to try to do that while I'm flying here. I know we're descending here shortly, so I'm going to try to get you that link right now. Cody hitting the hay. Okay. Let me send you approaching brief. Yeah. So I did the approach brief, but I'll give you another briefing. Like I said, we're going to come in on the Hood 4, which is right here. This is all set, and I'll just make sure we're good to go on this on the HUD. We'll start a descent. We'll hit Schaefer. Maybe we do that. Maybe we go to Schaefer, and then we can fly a little more straight in instead of going all screwy on us. So let's do that. I didn't even see Schaefer. Let's try that. Let's go from Schaefer right here. See this? We're going to skip that, and we're going to go straight up to 28. We're going to go 28 right. Schaefer transition. Perfect. That was really good. Thanks for that reminder. That really helps us out, especially when I can just do this, back it up, and then dump it over the top, execute, and now we're good to go. All right. That smoothed us out. That's going to get us a little bit better for that. We're going to go to our descent. We're going to go forecast, request the winds. We'll pull those descent winds in there. Jeffrey, oh, you just logged on. I got it. No, you're good, man. I appreciate you saying that, because when you said that to me, I was doing this crazy button hook pattern, and then I didn't see Schaefer sticking out there, so that really helped me. because that's going to smooth out the approach. It's going to make it a little bit easier for us and not be so bloomin' tough. Let's see, our descents should be coming in. We've got, just looking at the hood 4 here, we're looking at Soda, Duffer, Rabby is at 13,000. Yep, we want to see that. And we got Hood from 15 to 19. And then we're looking at, after Hood, we got Schaefer, 67, 210. It's perfect. That's a good plan right there. We'll see what top of descent's going to do for us. 19 nautical miles. Let's go ahead and change this. And what I mean by that is we're going to go ahead and dial this down. I'm going to bring it down to the bottom altitude of 6,700. And then we'll take a look. I don't see center on at all. It'll be Seattle Center controlling this. I don't see them on. Looks like they're offline. Once I get this dialed in, we should be good to go. We're landing in, now we're 0.76. Looks like we're just light chop right now, but we were hitting the turbulence before, I'll tell you right now. Okay, while that's done, I'm going to try to get Cody. Let me just hang on, folks, just a minute.
The only state in the U.S. that you actually need a passport to get in and out of.
Kansas.
Hello?
Hey, Jason.
Hey, man. Hey, Cody, can you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Can you send pizza a training link for us?
Yes, sir. I can do that.
Thank you.
Stand by one.
I appreciate it.
No worries.
Sorry, I'm trying to do a descent and trying to get him in at the same time.
A lot of
Is that in the training modules?
What? How to multitask? Yes. Yes, it is.
I don't know why your departure cracked me up so much. I mean, it didn't look like it was anything crazy, but you did for a minute. It was like flying all over that cockpit. This guy.
Well, do you see my hands on the tiller? I'm doing a crossover on the tiller plus the yoke plus auto throttle 5 mile final. I'm like, I gotta just go. Try to get the lights on. Yeah, I wish I had like 8 arms at that point.
We'll just blame it on Nate.
Yeah.
Blame Nate.
Poor guy's not even here to defend himself. But you know what? I'm okay with it.
Yeah, that's all right.
Big and neat.
Pizza, what you're going to do, you're going to follow that link at the top right. You're going to see sign up. If you will click sign up, put all your information in there, and I'll stick around long enough to make sure you are able to get into the system and see the modules.
Sounds good. Work will be.
Nah, man, it's good. Bed can wait. I've only been awake since 5 this morning.
Me too, Cody. Me too.
Yeah.
Adulting is hard.
What'd you do with the first half of the morning?
That's right.
Yeah, I can't remember.
So I finally got a new job, my last trucking job. Jason, I drive truck for a living. Every day was a midnight wake up, and I get home at 5, 6 o'clock at night. Every single day.
Dang,
that's hard.
All right. Kids, cheerleading, soccer. Ugh.
All right. All right, gentlemen, I'm on the way down. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Yeah, there's a big mass of land in front of you.
Be safe. Don't forget to flare.
I'll try not to. I'll try to plow it in like at 600.
For those of you that don't know, the running joke here is that's my line, and you'll see whenever we have company luncheons why that's kind of why I make investments to the airline.
Oh,
Jason knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, investment. It was probably one of the best PIREPs I've ever seen in my life. Cody,
I gotta get another one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Cody writes a note, like you can write notes on your PIREPs when you submit them. And he wrote up the funniest note I've ever seen. Had me laughing for a good 5 minutes. Sorry to regret to inform you that HR has to come out on this flight because your pilot has damaged the aircraft beyond repair.
Basically a cockpit, yeah.
It's hilarious. It's good.
It was on this mark. That's what mattered. It was
Oh,
on
good.
the
You
mark.
were in the touchdown zone.
That's it.
He was.
All
Yeah.
I could hear is
So
my
was the
instructor, "Don't land
so
short."
was the suspension.
So was the strut.
That's it.
Hey, I almost had one, right, Dewan? It was the last 2 weeks ago or something like that.
Oh my God.
Was that the
On
one in the
on
Boise?
The VTP one, it was like, what, 603, but on the Coastal Airlines side, it was like 597.
Yeah, I just made it.
Oh, man.
That was in Monterey, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think I
it
just
was
planted
Monterey,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tree, and path and stuff, it was ridiculous.
The countdown to the runway was great. 100, 50,
Kaboom!
30, 10.
Oh, I dropped the piano in on that one
Oh,
for
it's
sure.
good.
That was a 9-hour
It's supposed to
stream.
be rough.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
That was a doozy.
That was a 9-hour stream.
I can't do those.
I think he was hoping he didn't have to fly back to Salt Lake, so he pancaked it to get out of flying back.
No, I made it under the threshold. I didn't have to
Yeah.
pay any money. 600 feet a minute. Yeah.
Have you ever had a soft check?
Yes, I've had a soft check on purpose.
You've had a soft check. Okay. I've never had a soft check. I gotta get one
You had
of
a
those.
soft check before?
On purpose, yeah. I was flying into Tampa on the MD-80 charter, and then he's like sidestep because they had an airplane that was cutting me off, and the tower wasn't talking to him or approach. And he's like, "You mind sidestepping?" I said, "Sure." So I said, "I'm gonna grease this sucker in." I got $93,000 in the bank. And I just it was like 50 feet a minute. I think it was less than that. It was like 47. Oh yeah, it was a squeaker. Ate up the whole runway, but it's fun. Once in a while, I like doing that.
When you can afford it.
When I can afford it. I'll give back to the company. Anyway.
Do you know how to pilots still get that, the little badge, Miami Flight Crew?
Do they get a badge?
Yeah.
It is cool.
Yeah. You mean?
Like the bag tag, I think it's called.
Yes.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
Yeah. So every pilot that graduates training will get a bag tag and a crew ID with stickers and stuff like that. If you want the lanyard that I have on, I think it's like $10.
I'll pay for the lanyard after all the work.
What's
I'm
that?
gonna show up to the airport. I said I'll pay for the lanyard after all the work I put in.
Yeah, I would think so.
Show up to the airport, and then the coastal shirt, the coastal hoodie, the coastal sweatpants, the coastal lanyard, coastal everything. Who do you fly for? Oh, Virtual Airline.
Exactly right. What, dude? Yeah, that's cool. My nephew just visited, and he makes shoes. You know, he custom paints shoes, and he saw in the livery, he's like, I'm building you a shoe. I'm like, yes, dude, do that. He's gonna get me some Nikes. He's gonna paint them up in coastal colors.
That's
sick.
That'll be cool.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Airlines gear.
Yep.
Where that's a Oshkosh.
I'll be wearing that. Yeah, I'll be wearing that to Expo next year for sure.
Where is it? Is it going to be in Houston, Texas?
Nobody knows yet. They're thinking. I've heard rumors. Just rumors. San Diego is on the list, I think. I'm hearing that a lot. I don't know if it's true, but I'm just hearing it.
I should have gone to this one. It was
I'm
closer.
100% going. If it's outside, out.
Dadgum. Knew I should have went this year.
That's right. Anyway, all right, gentlemen. What's that?
I was making sure Pete's made it in. He's in good shape.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah,
I see him.
Pizza, is that Steve Urkel?
it is, dude. It is indeed.
Yes, I love it, bro. The fact that somebody at that age, this day and age, knows who Steve Urkel is.
Oh, I've been called him all my life, so yeah, gotta represent.
Oh, you look like him too?
I used to.
Oh man.
My condolences. Oh man.
No, it's okay now. We're in better shape.
I used to have a high top, I got
Yeah.
Bel Air for half my life.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Well, all right, guys, I'm going to get going here, and I'll be back on after I land.
All right.
See you in a bit. Good stuff. All right. Now, LA Center's on. No factor. We did our passenger brief. I don't think I did. Did I give you guys a... I did do a PA. I turned the seatbelt sign on, too. So, we're expecting a nice approach into the Portland area. You can see up ahead, that's going to be Mount Hood. We got to be careful of that because that's a mountain. And we don't want to hit it, right? So, you want to make sure of that. Beautiful conditions. It's visual. It's gorgeous. We can see the mountain ahead of us. And yes, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my... I can't hear anything. So, literally, I can't hear anything. So that's a deal with me, right? So, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you saw me at Expo, you would have, even like on the Navigraph videos, you'd see like I have a hearing aid. I have hearing aids because of all my, I was a DJ for 20 years, right? Let's put that a little lower. I like that higher. My wife's been bugging me, right? She's like, you got to go get your hearing checked. And I put her off for like years. I'm like, I don't need my hearing check. She's like, you need your hearing check. You can't hear anything. So she books me an appointment, right? I get an appointment with the audiologist, and he takes my hearing, and he's like, this is, I'll show you what he says. He goes, I'm just going to draw this because it's like perfect. Like this is normal, right? So he's like, so this is like you have your graph up on top with all your frequencies, right? 2700K or whatever. So he's like, this is normal, right? You might have a dip here, and he's like, these are the different frequencies. You have bass tones here, and then you have treble here. Right? He's like, this is normal, pretty much straight, linear. He's like, you are down here. And then when you get into the higher frequencies, you go down here. So I'm like, whoop, I just dive. I mean, it dives off. So he's like, that's normal, that's where you are. And he's like, were you exposed to heavy equipment ever? And I'm like, yeah. I said, how about jet engines? How about a 737-200? Straight pipes. Yes. And then I was a DJ for 20 years, so, yes. He goes, yeah, you're hearing shot. You're going to need your hearing aids, so I had to get hearing aids. So that's why I need the volume way up so I can hear what the heck's going on. So if I don't have my hearing aids in, which I don't wearing these, I just don't. Hence, I need the volume turned up because I can't hear anything. All right, so we're going to do 3. Did I write down our... I think I wrote down our ATIS. 29087 we're coming in at. I'll go ahead and throw that there. 29087 is set. And we've got 10 miles visibility. It's looking great, folks. It's just a beautiful, beautiful day to fly. It's going to be a little bit bumpy on the down. Coming down the chute here, but you can see it's not a cloud in the sky. Few clouds at 5,000 feet, and it's scattered at 30,000, so it's like nothing. It's just a beautiful day to fly. Mount Hood's off the top. You can see that. Let's go ahead and do our checklist, and let's get serious about what we're doing, because we're going to need to. Wing lights are on. Let's roll the checklist, and we'll get that going. Descent checklist coming in right now. Altimeters and bugs are set and cross-checked. Are they? The altimeter is, and it is set and cross-checked. I'm going to go ahead and plug in our ref. I'm going to go flap 30, and we have... I'm supposed to look at that. I forgot to write the ref down. To me, 152 is the target. So... that's going to be 149 plus the 5. We're good to go. That's where I want us to be. Okay, looking good, folks. Coming down the chute. We're doing all right. Okay, I'll go ahead and click the reset on that. done. Altimeters and bugs are set, cross-checked. And our DH is going to be down to 31 feet. Look at Mountain Hood. That's beautiful out there out the window. Pretty. Where are you? Auto brakes on 2. Start switches. They should be on continuous right now. I'll put them on continuous. There we go. That's good. And then recall is complete. Descent checklist is complete. Maxwell, Jason, do you need a perfect hearing to become a real airline pilot? No. I mean, you need to be able to hear to hold a Class 1 medical. You know, I think there's a range that you gotta be in to hold that Class 1, and I don't know off the top of my head if you need corrective hearing. I know you could use corrective lenses to get you to 20/20. Hearing, you definitely need good hearing, or you need to be able to hear in a certain range because you need to listen to ATC. I mean, I can hear, but it's like I said, I have significant hearing loss. No, significant. What did he say? Significant hearing loss. So, you know, I don't know where I would fall on that spectrum, that scale. But you definitely need to protect your hearing for sure. I think I could hold a Class 1 medical still, even with that hearing loss. I can hear without the hearing aids. You know, I just need it turned up a little bit. So I could turn up the headphones. I can hear. But yeah,
begun our final descent into Oregon.
like when I'm talking, I definitely. Like if I'm talking to somebody, I definitely want them on so I can hear what they're saying without having to go, what? You know, like 100 times when I talk louder. That's all. I gotta, you know, Cody is probably better off to answer that question than me. But I definitely think, we're going to take a picture of Mount Hood right here. That's a cool shot for the Instagram. By the way, if you're on Instagram, please look us up, Coastal Airways. We post a lot of content in there, our weekend reels. We got weekend reels where we post 2 videos. That's our video post day. Pretty cool stuff. And you folks are going to love this approach into the Columbia area, Columbia River. It's kind of skirts around PDX. We do have great scenery in here. I believe, I want to say this is flight beam. We have flight beam scenery into this. It's beautiful. Okay, everything's looking good. We're at through 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and click the attendant notification. Let them know what we're doing. John says, crazy story but short. I'm flying in Aspen to corporate jet this weekend. That's cool. That'll be fun. That'll be really fun. Yeah, we're getting rocked here. Here's the turbulence. You expect this coming across the mountains. Over Hood at 9,000 on the bottom altitude. We're there. Yeah, pretty neat stuff here. You got this turbulence coming in. Those high winds going to hit the terrain and cause. This is like terrain turbulence, kind of uplifting. You know, you get this disturbances on the surface. It forces the winds up. You got some heating from the Earth's surface. All those things contribute to the bumps. We're 400 feet above profile, and that could be an issue. This is an 800, so we got to be aggressive. I like to get aggressive on the 800s in terms of energy management. I want to get on it quick and right away. You don't want to let your airspeed, your energy build up too much on the 800s, or else you're going to be caught. So the 800s, you gotta really stay on top of your descent profile and your energy management. More than the 700s. You do on the 7s, but the 800s, you really have to be diligent. So I'm going to pop the boards out and get it slowed. And then we hit Schaefer, we're coming in through 8,900 feet. Okay, catch a profile back up on the brakes. Okay, it's going to dump us off. 122.8. It's weird. Wow, that wind's up. Looks like we're getting a storm. I have my flag blowing out there. All right, let's see here. 6,700 coming in. I got the Columbia River in sight. We got Blern coming up, then Schaefer. Once we're at Schaefer, then we can switch back to the RNAV approach, which I'm going to do right now. I'll make a call, let them know we're at Schaefer, coming in on the Schaefer. Yeah, right now. Portland traffic, Riptide 76. Going to be setting up for the RMP Yankee 28 right, Schaefer, 6,700. All right, clear for the approach. We're going to drop it down to 0. Let the airplane do its thing. You can see we got to catch profile, so it's going to go ahead and drop us down. Yeah, we're getting into those thermals now. We're starting to get bumps. A little bit of stuttering right there on us. You could see how far. We got to pull the brakes. We got to get slowed. So I'm going to start slowing the aircraft down. That 15 nautical mile. I got the airport in sight. What the heck is it? Crap. There we go. Okay. Got the airport in sight. Once we hit that 15 nautical miles, we really need to be about 230 or less to drop flap. Now then we're going to go flaps right to 5. That's a coastal profile, so we're skip 1, we go straight to 5, and we slow 180. Alright, when we can keep the brakes out while we do it. This is not the airport. You'll be deceived. That is not the airport. That's Portland. Troutdale, looks like. We don't want that. That's a really short runway. We got to follow the river, and it's right there. That's Portland. And we're beautiful. We are doing just super, super duper good. I'm going to go ahead and arm the speed brakes because we are set where we need to be. Looking good. Alright, we're coming down the chute pretty good. Once we get to this EJ, I'll go ahead and dump flap 5. Just watching the speed, making sure the speed doesn't creep up on us. Our manual says once you hit that 15 nautical mile ring, you got to start slowing down about 210. Or about 10 knots fast. So I might just dump it in there earlier just to get some drag out there. So let's go ahead. We'll go flaps 5. We're going to slow to 180. Here come the slats. You know, I wanted to just get on it early, right? So let's just kind of get it down. We've got to get that little bit of drag going for us. There we are. That's going to help the aircraft start slowing down. Even if we need brake, I can yank brake. But once we get the gear down, it's going to be fine. We're 0 on the altitude. It's looking good there. I'm going to go ahead and do a vertical speed, a VMC, excuse me, yep, a VMC profile there. That's perfect. Portland traffic, Riptide, 76 on final, 28 right on the RNAV, RMP approach, Portland. What we got, Catme. Again, and start dropping. We can't put any more flap in because we're still in the caution range here. So let's just drop the gear now, just a little bit early. Not too much. I want to starting to get that drag out there. Slow the aircraft down. This is an 800. It will not slow and come down at the same time. It doesn't like to do that. So, all right, now I can go flap 15. I'm going to slow to 160. Okay, so flap 15 coming down. Now the airplane's going to slow. It's going to start losing speed because the gear's down, the flaps are down. She'll start slowing down on us. Let's go ahead and throw this. And landing lights are on. We're going to stand by for flaps here. Once we get out of that caution range, about 3 miles in there, let's go ahead and flap 30. We're going to slow to 152. And then we're going to do landing checklist. Speed brake is armed, green light, landing gear down 3 green, flaps 30-30 green, and we're set. Good to go. I'm going to go ahead and take over. Just fly the airplane now. Manually all the way in. Click, 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 click. It's my bird. Okay, I just want to make sure the throttles are set to where I want them. I'm going to pump shit up just a little bit. Check. 1,000, sync. 950, speed 154, clear to land. Looking good. Okay, wind check. Pretty light. Now this is the Columbia River. It's beautiful. Speed's coming in, correcting. A little more speed.
30.
We'll check, hold, idle.
10.
Set her down. Extended, deployed. Alright, I got the brakes. $60, put them back in. Welcome to Portland, folks. Our very first inaugural flight into Portland, Oregon.
Oregon. The
Yeah.
local time is 8:07.
Speed brakes, flaps up.
Currently about 73 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening
Portland traffic,
overhead
Riptide,
bins.
60, or excuse me, 76, clear the runway,
Items for flying
28,
with us.
Portland. Looks like we've got a big old jet sitting there. Lights coming off. That's on, that's off, taxi lights off. Got to do a cleanup here. Timer on. Window heat off, probe heat off. Looks like a 787 to me. We're going to go Delta 9. Do you guys want to go Delta 9? Yeah, it might be a tough route to make any money on. I mean, we're going to find out. I think we're a little bit short. Let's go Delta 9. I like it. Yeah, it might be a tough one for us. We'll see. I like Portland, but like you said, it's a Delta stronghold. It kind of is. Salt Lake Delta's, you know, this is their airport. So Salt Lake is obviously their route, their hub. So we're trying not to do competition with Delta directly, but this one we are. Don't like to do that, but we'll see. We'll see if we made any money on it. I mean, as the time goes, we'll, you know, if ticket prices drop, we'll see. Thing is, where do we go from here, right? That's going to be the issue is, where can we fly from this airport? Delta 9, isn't this? Time. All right, we're firing up the APU. APU is coming online. There we go. I don't know what that airplane's doing. It's a long haul. Okay, I'm going to shut off number 2. Brakes on. Here we go. Park brake on. That's on. That's off. Seatbelt signs coming off right now. I forgot to give you guys the whole setup. Dang it. I missed it. Okay, in the gate, here we go. Let's go ahead and pull chocks. We'll call for the plane. I think the key is where we're going to go from here, right? We're not going to go back, request deboarding. We're not going to go back to
the boarding
Salt Lake City from here, right? So that is going to be the issue. And I think I know where we're going to go from here. This is kind of day 2 for us. We would have just flown in from Miami the day before, Miami and Indianapolis to Salt Lake, which you've seen before. But this one is going to be, this one is going to be something a little different. I think I know where we're going to go. So fuel's coming off. Got that off. Those are coming off. Let's go ahead and get the time in.
Passengers deboarding starting.
8:11. Can anybody guess where we're going to go? Delta 9er. Anybody want to guess where we're going to go from here? I have an idea, but ground power's coming on, and I'm going to request the air conditioning unit. Excuse me, man. All right, so 4,000. I'll write the fuel down here. 4,038.70. Ground power's on now. We'll go ahead and get that connected to turn off the APU. And while that comes off, we're going to throw the packs off. Throw the valve open. And then I'll throw my fuel pumps off. Everything's off there. We're good on that. And ground power unit's on. We're in at 8:11. Kind of an hour, and it took about 7:20. Let's say, yeah, I have it 2 hours. It's an hour and 30 minutes or so. An hour and 31 minutes. It was the time. So I think we should do an hour and 50 minutes. Let's say that it gives us a 20-minute leeway. So if we take off at 7:30, we'll go 8:30, be an hour, hour 20. We're at 20, so it'll be 20. So 7:50, 8:20. Yeah. The time is weird with this. It's just weird. So I'm going to say 8:25. You could see the hour, you could see the difference here, right? So normally we would land local at 7. We took off at 7:30. We would land local at 7:15 or something like that. We took off, pushed at 7:25. 7:25, you fly an hour to 8:25. You're going back an hour, right? So you figure 8, quarter to 9, it would be 8 something. Maybe it's right. I don't know. Ha! Maxwell is correct. That's exactly where we're going. We're going to Ontario. So obviously, you guys should know I'm attacking Ontario like crazy for a lot of reasons. One, it's a good alternative to LA. Number 2, there is not a direct flight. So guess what, Delta? I am not competing. I'm competing on one route, and then I get to fly a non-stop from Portland to Ontario, and nobody has that. So that is the smart thing to do, right? So you're looking at, okay, fine, we got a little bit of competition on this route, but we're going to have almost none on the next one, and that is important. So instead of flying to a hub, which Delta has to do, right? They're hub and spoke, so they have to fly back to Salt Lake City on this aircraft. So they go back to Salt Lake to a hub and dump all their people off into a hub and then spread them out. We're point to point. So, and guess what? Ontario is a focus city of ours. So Ontario's on the west. It's a good alternative to LA. We'll be flying from Portland to Ontario. That is the next flight next week. Being this 800. So Jeffrey says Calgary. I don't want to fly there yet. It is expensive to operate in an international airport, especially up in Canada, which we have experience doing through, the charter flights. We flew a lot of those, and of course, we just filed it. Of course, we've had those. All right, let's go in here, and we got all that on. Let's go to dump our passengers off. So we're going to go to payload. We're going to just set it all empty. I like just to set empty. Everything starts at a 0. All right. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this ride. It was quite a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. This is a fun flight. I love the route. The route's cool. I think you guys flying coastal routes are going to love it. A fun trip for sure. Look for this trip probably in the winter, maybe end of summer, maybe in about a month's time. I'm releasing another 4-day trip out of Miami. The one that you saw previous where I did a 9-hour stream, that's that 3-day, or that's a 4-day trip that I'm going to have to put up. It hasn't been a tour yet, so we'll get that tour going, and this one is just going to continue. And then once this is done, folks, we are pretty much finished with our jets. We're done with proving flights, and then I can start flying lines again. And I can't wait to do that and bid and get pilots flying and FOs flying. This way, if we bid the same time, or if we bid the same route, we could be paired as an FO captain pair, and we could fly a trip together. So that would be really fun to do. What? Look at that. Everybody see this? Uh-oh. Now I hope... Ooh, we might have a problem. Alright, take a look at the flaps, guys. So when you're doing your walk around, let's go outside. All right, so when we're doing a walk around inspection, right, we're going to take a look at the slats. This looks good. Take a look at the flaps. Uh-oh, see that? Now that could be hydraulic droop, or that might be an issue with the aircraft. So we could have a hydraulic problem. We can have a flap askew issue. So that means the flap's not all the way up, which is going to get me, okay, so it's on both sides. That's good. But let's go ahead and power the flaps up. Let's go, and we would clear maintenance, clear ground personnel, and say, all right, just let's see what's going on. We got a little bit of a flap droop here. So let's see if it's hydraulic or if it's something a little more severe. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the pressure now and see what's up. Yeah, the flaps weren't actually all the way up. So just going to verify that, make sure they come up. Yeah, now we're good. So, yeah, flaps are up. That's what I'm saying. You always want to check. I can turn the hydraulic pumps off. You want to just make sure it's nothing more severe than just that. And I thought that was the case. I'm like, either we've got a little hydraulic droop going on, or the flaps are not all the way up, or we have a problem with the aircraft. So, anyway. Fun flight as usual. Thank you, Jeffrey. Appreciate it. ANC is a coastal city. Come on. It is a coastal city, but I'm not going to Anchorage just yet. We will eventually. We're going to start branching up there, but we still have so much more in the States and the lower end to get through. So Ontario's coming up next week. And until next time, keep the blue side up and the brown side down. We will see you later. Have fun. Have a great week, folks. Thanks for watching. And make sure you subscribe.